Hello, hello, lovely people. Honey here once again on our Wednesday. Here to watch stuff with you guys. How are you doing, everybody? Hi, Yamato. Welcome, welcome once again. Hi, Blue. Hi, Meep. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Scare. How are you? Welcome, welcome. You doing good? I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking me. Thank you also for buzzing in, everybody. I appreciate that. You beautiful bees. I took an accidental power nap, went to sleep at 8 p.m. and just woke up like 5 minutes ago. That sucks. I hate when I do that. That's the worst. Because I always wake up groggy and then I'm up until like 4 or 5 a.m. Like the sun is coming up and I'm like, I need to be asleep. I should be sleeping. I've been doing that a lot recently, actually. I don't know why. I think it's the heat. It's like in the high 90s and the hundreds where I am. Oh, okay. Wish I slept all day, but oh well, I get to watch you, so it's okay. Well, that's nice of you to say. Thank you. I'm watching videos today. That's what my energy level is at today. I thought about playing a game, but I was like, nah. I'm gonna watch stuff. I did find a video. Hopefully it'll be fun. It's disturbing games based on true events. I guess I should start it instead of just talking. There's no sound. I don't have music or anything, so it's literally stuck with just my voice unless I'm playing something. All right. Hold on. There we go.
Most disturbing games follow the
Oh,
same
that's
formula.
loud.
Jump scare.
Hold on. I accidentally put my headphones up to like max volume. Not trying to go deaf. Ooh, FNAF. Wait, all night, I mean? No, it's my headphones. It's my headphones. I have to set you guys, the volume you guys hear is fixed. I have it a certain percentage, but for my headphones, I'm always messing it up. All right.
A chase scene, then repeat. But these ones are
Ew.
different because they actually happened. These are disturbing games based on true events. In Town of Light, you play as Renee, a 16-year-old girl exploring the ruins of a long-abandoned psychiatric hospital. She's trying to piece together her own past. Her memories are scattered and fragmented, and as you walk through the empty halls, you'll start to uncover the truth of what really happened. But as you might have guessed, Town of Light isn't just telling Renee's story. It's telling the story of a real place and the people who are locked inside it. This is Volterra Psychiatric Hospital, the real-life location that Town of Light is based on. Unlike most horror games that create fictional settings, this one places you in a world that once existed. A place where real people lived, suffered, and in many cases...
I forgot to say what channel this is. This is serious. I've never heard of this channel. I just found it today, but we're watching a video from them. I like to give credit, so...
never left. Volterra was one of Italy's most well-known asylums. It was built in the late 1800s during a time when mental illness was widely misunderstood. At its peak, it held over 6,000 patients, a staggering number for a single facility. But Volterra...
The heck? 6,000? I bet they didn't even have space for them. They used to cram people into asylums. That's why so many of them are supposed to be haunted, especially here in the US. I imagine pretty much everywhere in the world.
Volterra wasn't just a hospital, it was a place of isolation, where people society didn't understand were locked away. Many of the people sent to Volterra weren't exactly what we would consider mentally ill today. Some people were put there for conditions like depression, anxiety, epilepsy, or even something as simple as just being a little bit different from the norm.
6,000? What did they do? Put them in a gym all cramped up? That's what I'm saying. I think so. I think they would just like cram as many like bunk beds or whatever into a small room. Just fill it with people. No wonder like people would go crazy. You know, back then, husbands used to be able to just say, hey, my wife's crazy and just send her there. Like just on his word. So like I probably would be there, you know? And then I would go crazy. Crazier. Like Alcatraz, kinda. I know, yeah, right? Yeah. Used to suck to be a woman. It still kind of sucks to be a woman sometimes, let's be honest. But yeah, it's gotten better. It's gotten somewhat better. I mean, I can be a VTuber now, right? I didn't need anybody's permission. I just did it. You're not crazy, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Meep, you're on a 30 stream streak. Nice, nice. 450 sugar cubes. I wish I could increase the amount. I don't know why like 450 is the max. Twitch just does it. I have no control. But I feel like when someone reaches a certain stream streak, they should be able to get more sugar cubes than that. It's out of my hands. That's Twitch.
Women in particular were often institutionalized for being too emotional or difficult to control. Others ended up there simply because their families didn't want them anymore. And once you were admitted, there was very little hope of leaving. Over the years, the hospital developed a reputation for its cruel treatments.
Yep, they treated people so bad. Hi, Vamp. Welcome, welcome. You spectacular bee. Thank you for buzzing in. If anything, I should be in a mental hospital. It's a curse to know this much stuff and not be crazy. I watch a lot of true crime, so I know a lot of things I wish I didn't know, but I do. I'm surprised I still have my sanity. You're probably resilient, Yamato. Oh my god, it's been forever since I seen you. How you do? What do you mean? Weren't you were here at my last stream on Sunday? It's been 2 days. Are you going through honey withdrawal? I get it. It's all right. I'm here. You'll be all right. I'm doing good. I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm just opened a fresh Dr. Pepper Zero, so doing good. How are you? How are you doing?
Patients were subjected to electroshock therapy, often without anesthesia, and in some cases, doctors performed lobotomies.
Oh, I know about that. The Kennedys had a sister. They didn't perform it, but they had it performed on her. Jacked up. 2 days is a long time for a bunny. True. Oh no, my resilience is insane. I've seen stuff no 6-year-old should and still had my sanity. What? Hi, Unks. Thanks for buzzing in. You're unbelievable, B. I like that one.
Procedures that left patients in a zombie-like state, while others were simply locked in dark, cramped rooms for days or weeks at a time. One of the most disturbing moments in Town of Light is when Renee recalls being restrained and sedated. This wasn't exaggerated for effect. It was standard practice within the real hospital. Patients who resisted treatment were often tied to their beds for days, injected with high doses of sedatives to keep them docile, or locked in isolation rooms with no explanation. These treatments certainly weren't meant to help, they were more meant to control. Once inside Volterra, leaving was nearly impossible.
Did Rue? No, I don't think so. When? Drunk? Oh, hi, Distorted. You want me to take a drink? Okay, I will. I will take a drink of this fresh Dr. Pepper. All right. I can add her to my admin channel for after stream. Thanks for letting me know. And I don't have anything like mentally or physically except being physically weak at the moment, Yamato. Well, I guess I'm unhinged and say that. I don't know if is that unhinged, Yamato? I say some pretty off the wall stuff sometimes. Some weird stuff. She got updates for you? Okay. Also, you have a tiny nose. Have I said that already? It's normal size. What do you mean I have a tiny nose? Excuse me, Distorted? I'm gonna blink at you. It's there. It's not. It's normal size. It's just hard to see. It's there, though. I have a nose. Don't side-eye me, Distorted. I have a nose. It's right here. Can you see it? It's there. It's normal sized. For some people, this might be a vacation. Perhaps. I would not sign up for that vacation. Anytime, Heffa. I like being called the boss. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Whoops, I'm messing up YouTube. Oh well. It's tiny to cover up her... What? That is I have a normal size nose in... I have a normal size everything. Leave me alone. I'm normal sized. I believe you, champ. Thank you, Distorted. Hi, Shadow. Thank you for buzzing in. You buzzworthy bee. How you doing? Prove it. Nah, I'm not gonna fall for that. Nah. What you see is what you get. Whether you like it or not. Alright.
The very nature of psychiatric commitment laws.
I just want to say I'm 2 minutes into this video because I'm talking to you guys instead of watching the video. Thanks for that. Thanks. This is why it takes me forever to finish one video.
Meant that the patients had no real voice. They were labeled as insane, and anything they said in their defense was dismissed as delusional. Families often relinquished all legal control, leaving the hospital's administrators with absolute power over their lives. Some patients...
I'm trying to stick my tongue out at you. It's kind of working, but it's not. I'm frowning, but it's not getting my frown. Let me see. I'm trying to do it. That doesn't look right. I'm going to just watch the video. Hi, Sai. Welcome, welcome, you delightful bee. Right back at ya. Welcome, welcome.
Patients spent decades institutionalized for conditions that modern medicine would very easily treat, while others never left at all. But perhaps the most haunting detail is what happened when Volterra finally closed. In 1978, Italy passed a law shutting down many psychiatric hospitals, including Volterra. But when the doors closed, many patients were left abandoned. They had nowhere to go, no families to return to, as some just took to wandering the streets, being homeless and forgotten. In the Town of Light, you see this desolation firsthand. The game doesn't fill the hospital with ghosts or supernatural creatures. It doesn't really need to. The actual horror lies in what actually happened, what was allowed to happen for decades.
Oh my god.
World of wonder. In Final Fantasy
that startled me.
Online.
It's an ad. Hold on, wait. Let me see the anime men, please.
Team up with your friends.
You notice it started with anime men because it knew that would keep my attention, and it worked. I fear it worked. I'm not going to play the game though, but I did watch the ad. Wait, what? She has, oh my god. I didn't, that startled me a second time. All right, let's mute that. I didn't skip in time and it started another one. That's my bad, y'all. That was my bad. I do have arms, indeed. I have arms distorted. How's my lovely sweet streamer doing? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Sai. How are you doing, by the way? Are you good? Are you safe? I'm gonna skip that one, Unks. You know I have a nose. You know I do. It's how I smell things. Of course, it was in Italy, was it? I missed that. I was probably yapping. To be unhinged means to be mentally unstable, irrational, or wildly out of control. Check. I'm irrationally and wildly out of control. Wait, Yamato, are you? I'm gonna take your word for it. Are you a fox, by the way? I thought you were a red panda for some reason before I clicked on your page, and then I was like, I think he's a fox. A kitsune, if you will.
In 2010, a German game developer named Jens Stober created a video game that almost no one would think to make. It wasn't about a haunted house or being chased by monsters. It was something much more real.
I knew it.
Still fresh in the minds of those
Mordor.
who lived through it. The game was called 1,378 kilometers, named after the exact length of the border that once divided East and West Germany during the Cold War. But this wasn't just a history lesson. To understand why this game caused so much outrage, you need to know that after World War II, Germany was split in half. The western side became a democracy backed by the US, UK, and its allies, while the eastern side became a communist state controlled by the Soviet Union. The problem being was that life in the East was miserable. The government controlled nearly every aspect of daily life, and people weren't allowed to leave. By the late 1950s, millions had already fled to the West in search of a better life. The solution, according to East German leaders, was simple: build a wall. In 1961, the Berlin Wall was constructed, a deadly barrier stretching across Germany, trapping millions of people inside the communist-controlled East. And it wasn't just a wall, it was a killing zone. Border guards were ordered to shoot anyone who tried to escape, and over the years, hundreds of desperate people were gunned down trying to cross it. Fast forward to 2010, and this is exactly what the game recreated, as you have the option to play as one of these border guards, and your job was to stop defectors from escaping. And stopping them didn't just mean blocking their path, it meant you had the option to shoot them. That was the moment the game crossed the line for many. Survivors of the Berlin Wall era, many of whom had lost family members to the border shootings, were horrified. News outlets called the game disgusting and offensive. Many saw it as an insult to those who had had died trying to escape. Chris Geffroy, one of the last people shot while trying to flee to the west, was gunned down at just 20 years old for attempting to escape a life he never chose. Was this game really an educational experience, as the developer claimed, or was it something worse? A simulation of murder wrapped in the excuse of history. The backlash was so strong that just days before its official release, the game was pulled. Jens Stober defended his work, saying that he never meant to glorify violence. Instead, he wanted players to understand the weight of history. But to many, that wasn't enough. With tensions escalating, the game's planned release date, October 3rd, 2010, was supposed to be symbolic. It fell on Germany Unity Day, a national holiday celebrating the reunification of East and West Germany. But instead of serving as a moment of reflection, as the developer would have hoped, the timing only added fuel to the fire. Critics saw it as an insult, almost like a slap in the face to those who had suffered under the Berlin Wall. Jens didn't cancel it entirely, but he postponed its release indefinitely, saying he needed to rethink how it was going to be presented. He insisted that he never meant to offend anyone and that his goal was to only educate. But many thought the damage had already been done. Even with its eventual quiet release, the controversy never fully faded. Today, 1,378 kilometers remains an obscure game, mostly discussed rather than played. This video is...
That means it's like not actually a good game either. Yamato, what did you say? +6 in slaying a gremlin refers to a mischievous troublemaker who enjoys causing minor playful chaos. Can also describe someone or a cute pet that acts wild, lazy, or strange. In a broader sense, gremlins refer to unexplained glitches or mechanical faults. See, when I think gremlins, I think of the movie. Oh god. I'm frozen. Never mind, I'm unfrozen. It was my transformation into a honeycorn. Oh, really? And a cat at the same time? I'm a kitty corn. Cool. Meow, I guess, or neigh. I don't know which one to say. You, both of you, this, no wonder why my freaking VTuber froze. You guys did two at the same time. I didn't even finish my thought. And now it's gone from my head. Cool. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh, good luck with your match, Chunks. So hi, I'm your chaotic, unhinged gremlin. Okay, wait, we were talking about Gremlin. Yeah, the movie Gremlins is what I was talking about. I love that movie. The first one specifically. Chaotic, unhinged gremlin. Kitsune, I'd say. Oh, okay, that's what you are. I thought about, like, being something other than just, you know, just me, I guess. But I couldn't pick something. I couldn't settle on like a demon or anything like that, so I'm just me. Maybe I'll become a bee someday, who knows. Don't think there's a good way to present killing innocent people, true. Did you guys plan that, Distorted Sai? Was that just accidental? You said about the goblin? The gremlin, not the goblin, but thank you for reminding me, Sai. So, do you go meow brr now? What? Horses don't go brug. Don't they say neigh? Like, neigh, that kind of thing. Hi, Levi. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Good to see ya. I'm a 24/7 gremlin. That's cool, Yamato. I can get behind that. Better to be yourself, you know? Thank you, Sai. It's a moth honeycorn? How am I a moth? What is moth like about me? Accidental? Wow. Great minds think alike, I guess. Hi, Liv. What's up, twin? How you doing, girl? Welcome, welcome, you glorious bee. Thank you for buzzing in. Levi, did you buzz in? I didn't see you buzz in. Good. How are you? Are you? Wait, what? Hi. Hi, Liv. There you go. Now you buzzed in. Good job, Levi. I don't know why I care when you guys buzz in, but I do. I like to see it, okay? It makes me happy, so do it. You're a most buzzworthy bee, by the way, Levi.
Sponsored.
Oh, it's a sponsored
Aura.
section.
Right now, your personal data, your name, address, and even financial info could be for sale on the dark web.
It
And the
is.
worst
I'm
part
pretty
is,
certain
out
it
there,
is. Because PlayStation got like hacked one time. I'm pretty sure the bank I bank with was hacked at one point. A whole bunch of things that I've had have been hacked, so I'm pretty sure my real information is on the dark web. I'm poor. What are they gonna, they're not gonna get anything. I have nothing for them to steal. Nothing.
Velvet Assassin is a
Just me. They can kidnap me, that's about it. She likes the buzzing feeling? What? You were entertaining yesterday, Levi? Were you streaming yesterday, Levi? What did you stream?
stealth action game that dropped in 2009, letting players step into the shoes of a World War II spy named Violet Summer. It plays like a typical wartime thriller, sneaking through enemy bases, taking down high-ranking officers, and sabotaging Nazi operations. But what most players might not realize is that Velvet Assassin is directly inspired by a real-life secret agent, but her story is...
I'm just a cat now. Oh, ad's gonna start. I think everybody in here is subscribed anyway, but still. Well, almost everybody.
based on Violet Sabo, a British spy who operated...
Oh, Stellar Blade? Nice. I've never played that game. I'm gonna be honest, I have no interest in playing that game. It looks cool or whatever, but it's not for me.
in Nazi-occupied France. Sabo wasn't just any soldier, she was part of the Special Operations Executive, or SOE for short. It was a covert British group that sent agents behind enemy lines during World War II. These weren't just standard soldiers, they were saboteurs, intelligence gatherers, and assassins, trained to fight and disrupt the enemy from within. Velvet Assassin places you in similar high-stakes missions, sneaking through dark corridors, hiding in shadows, and eliminating officers with silenced weapons. But what Velvet Assassin doesn't tell you is that the real Violet's story had no Hollywood ending. She didn't have the luxury of a health bar or checkpoints. The game might be inspired by her story, but it leaves out the most chilling details. And what happened to the real spy was far more disturbing than anything you see in game. The real Violet was born in France in 1921, but...
Is her name Violet? Or is it Viola? I think it's... Ow, my god! Who's done this? Wait, who actually did that? I can't see it. Hold on. Blue? What the heck? My god, thank you. My activity feed moved down really fast. Good lord, that scared me. What the heck, Blue? Thank you. I appreciate you. You're my second favorite color. Still, behind Violet. Sorry. Blue did it. Thanks, Liv. Who the heck is Jimmy the Rabbit? Whoever it is, you're subscribed. Rob Knob. Ooh, Hunter. And Just a Mom. Lady of Crows. Nice. Some of those names I recognize, some of them I don't. Thanks, Blue. The heck? You need to calm down. That's like the third time in the last like week and a half. You need to chill. Save your money. Put it into yourself. You posted a video in the video suggestions, Liv? Nice. I appreciate that. Is it long or short?
But grew up in London when World War
I'll look at it either way. It's just if it's short, then sometimes I'll squeeze it in, you know? But if it's longer, then I'll do it like next time kind of a thing.
II broke out. She married a French foreign legionnaire named Etienne Sabo, who later died in battle. His death fueled her determination to fight back against the Nazis, and in 1943, she was picked up by the SOE. Sabo was sent on her first mission to France in April of 1944, just 2 months before the D-Day invasion. Her job was to gather intelligence, coordinate sabotage operations, and arm local resistance fighters. She completed the mission successfully and returned to England, but the fight wasn't...
What? Wait, so Automod just grabbed somebody. They just snatched somebody up. Why? For bullying. The heck? I'm gonna allow it because I don't know what the heck it is. That makes sense? Probably not. It's like half an hour Live horror movie trailers. Is that... I watched a horror movie trailer one already. I wonder if it's the same one I saw. It got copyrighted twice on YouTube. Well, they black screened it. But I didn't get hit by a mark or anything, so it was fine. Hi, Swag God. What the heck? Are you a bot? Are you a real person? The Swag God is very gracious to bless all you peasants with his divine presence. You're all welcome. Wow. That's wild. Times like this, I wish I was a mod. You want to be a mod, Liv? You want to be a lady mod? I only have men mods. No, that's not true. I have Rue, but I mean in Twitch, I only have men mods. If you want. Do you really want to be a mod? For reals? For me? Prob saying peasant. The Swaggith can't be stopped. My mission is obsolete. If you're... What? If it's obsolete, why are you doing it? Do you know what obsolete means? Maybe it's from 2 weeks ago if you want. Wait, what? The Swag God feels very good. Hope all you are doing well. I'm doing good. Thank you, Swag God. Nice to be blessed by Kami-sama. Honestly, I've been looking for some horror games to play or movies to watch. Oh, okay, Levi. For wheels? Heads up. Wait, what? Outlast, Resident Evil, and Evil Within.
Quite over yet. Her second mission would be her last. In June of 1944, just after D-Day, Sabo parachuted back into France. Her new mission was to help organize resistance fighters and disrupt German reinforcements moving towards Normandy. But before she could fully complete her objective, she and her team were ambushed by Nazi soldiers at a roadblock near the town of Salon-la-Tour. The Velvet Assassin version of this moment would likely show our spy fighting her way out, escaping into the night. But in reality, Sabo had no such luck. With no way out, she covered for her comrades, holding off the enemy with a Sten gun while they escaped. She fought until she ran out of ammunition, and then she was captured. At first, she was taken to Limoges, where she endured brutal interrogations at the hands of the Gestapo. But despite their torture, she refused to give up any information. Instead of breaking, she responded with sarcasm, even mocking her captors. This defiance only made things worse for her. From Limoges, she was transferred to Fresnes prison in Paris, where she was held in solitary confinement. Then, in August of 1944, as the Allies pushed further into France, she was sent to Ravensbrück concentration camp in Germany. This is where her story took its most tragic turn. Ravensbrück wasn't just a prison, it was a nightmare. A brutal women's concentration camp where thousands were worked to death, tortured, or executed. It was here that Violet Sabo spent months, enduring forced labor, starvation, and unimaginable cruelty. Then, in early 1945, just a few months before the war would end, she was taken to an execution site inside the camp. Along with 2 other captured SOE agents, she was forced to kneel and was subsequently shot. She was only 23 years old. The world would only learn what happened to her after the war, when the survivors from the concentration camp...
The heck? She was 23? She was that awesome? Wow. I need to step up my life somehow. Also, I agree, Outlast is amazing. I've only played the first one, though, and the Trials. That's it so far. But I beat the most recent Resident Evil game, and Silent Hill F. Subnautica, I've never played. I hit 1K channel. You have 1,000 channel points? Nice, Yamato. Are you gonna save them? That's your age? You're 1,000? Allegedly, I'm like 200 something. I forget the exact number. You got what looks like a drunk frog? Oh, for my... Yeah, from the hype train. I don't know what it is. It is a frog. It's a ponder frog. He's thinking, I guess. But now that you put the image of him being drunk, we're gonna go with that. Like that song that I like, Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. Never could understand a word he said.
I'm told the horrifying truth.
I apologize for singing that, or attempting to. My bad.
Velvet Assassin may honor her memory with a fearless protagonist, but it stops short of telling her full story.
Oh my god. What is this now? Why does it look kind of good, though? Neverness to everness. No, I better skip it.
The Bridge Curse 2, The Extrication, is a horror game based on a Taiwanese urban legend, but that's not why it's in this video. The first game took place at Tonghai University, a real...
Looks like it's balloons? Kind of. You go by follow age for age? What? But you're 924. Wuthering Waves. Is that another game? It's a good game. I'll take your word for it. Is it on Steam?
Real school in Taiwan, where a bridge is said to be cursed by a spirit. According to the legend,
Taiwan.
if you try to cross it at night, you might find yourself walking in circles, unable to escape. Some say the ghost of a woman appears, trapping those who disturb her. The second game builds on that fear, but this time it introduces something even more unsettling. A mysterious girl, a haunted elevator, and a sense that something unnatural is at play. The game's main character find themselves in a situation that feels terrifyingly familiar. The game's setting is a university, but it doesn't feel like one. The halls are too empty, the shadows move when you aren't looking, and worst of all, you're being watched. The protagonist doesn't know how or why they got here, but they know they need to get out. Players must piece together clues, navigate through dimly lit hallways, and avoid an unseen force that's always lurking nearby. One of the most unnerving parts of the game happens in an elevator. It seems simple at first. You watch a woman through a security camera, waiting for the doors to close and expecting to reach another floor. But things don't seem quite right. The woman moves strangely, jumping out the elevator and clinging to its walls. For some players, this scene was unsettling for a reason they couldn't quite explain.
I can tell just by looking. It's Eliza Lamb. I watched that true crime quite a bit. Let's see if the ad will hit me this time. Did it hit you? Did it slap you in the face, Yamato? Nope. What? Oh yeah, it's the woman in that. Yeah, her name, Eliza Lamb. I watched like 5 different videos on that, but I still stand by my whole she was having an episode and unfortunately it ended in tragedy. I don't think it was supernatural or anything like that. Hazing ritual, what?
Then it clicked. This wasn't just another horror game trope. It felt eerily similar to something they had seen before. Something real. A security camera recording of a young woman in an elevator, pressing buttons, stepping in and out, and looking as if something was following her. That woman was Elisa Lam, and her story remains one of the most disturbing unsolved mysteries. In February of 2013, the Los Angeles Police Department released a strange surveillance video to the public. It was grainy, taken from an old security.
So it was all in her head. She had manic episodes and wasn't taking her medicines for a few weeks, I think, before this. And she basically had a really bad episode and was hallucinating things. So yeah. You remember that, Sai? Hi, GBC. What up? What up? How you doing? Good to see ya. Even if ad revenue is very small, it's still something. Yeah, that's true. But it said an ad played, so maybe it still counts. I don't know. I really don't know how it works that well. I don't really pay attention too much to that, if I'm being honest.
Security camera inside an elevator at the Cecil Hotel. At first glance, it may not seem out of the ordinary, but the longer you watch, the more...
The Cecil Hotel also has like a crazy like history. Like the amount of people that have died there or been murdered there is just wild. It is crazy. It's a very old hotel. Pretty sure it's the amount of people who fully watch. I don't know. I have no... Perhaps. Probably. My sleep schedule's all over the place, so I wandered on in here. How are you all doing? Well, you're welcome to wander in here, GBC. How are your cats? I'm doing good, by the way. How are you? When I get ads, it's all 15 seconds. Nice.
more unsettling it became. Elisa Lam, the woman in the footage, was a 21-year-old student from Canada who had been traveling alone through California. She was supposed to check out the hotel that day, but she never did. Her parents, who had been in constant contact with her, stopped hearing from her entirely. Concerned, they reported her missing, prompting a police investigation. At the time, no one knew what had happened to Elisa. All investigators had was this bizarre elevator footage recorded shortly before she vanished. The video shows Elisa stepping into the elevator and immediately pressing multiple buttons, as if she's unsure where she wants to go. The doors, however, don't close. Seconds pass. She leans out and looks down the hallway, quickly pulling back as if she'd seen something or someone. Then she hesitates, stepping in and out the elevator, glancing nervously in both directions. As the video continues, her behavior becomes even more disturbing. At one point, she presses herself against the wall, as if she's hiding. Her body language suggests panic, but there's no visible threat. Eventually, she steps out of view entirely. The elevator doors, which had remained open for far too long, suddenly close. but by then, Elisa is no longer inside. The footage ends. The video went viral almost immediately. People were disturbed by how unnatural her behavior seemed, and tons of theories began to spread. Some believed she was hiding from someone, a stalker, a hotel employee, maybe even an unseen attacker just outside the camera's view. Others thought she was under the influence of drugs, experiencing paranoia or hallucinations, but an autopsy later revealed that there were no traces of drugs or alcohol in her system, apart from small traces of her prescribed drugs, as Elisa was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. There was also a more paranormal explanation. The Cecil Hotel had a long and infamous history of murders and sinister guests, including serial killers like Richard Ramirez. Some believed Elisa wasn't alone in that elevator, that something from the hotel's dark past had been watching her. Regardless of the theory, the biggest question remained the same. Where did Elisa go after stepping out that elevator? That question wouldn't be answered until nearly 3 weeks later, when hotel...
I still think it's crazy it took them 3 weeks to find her. And then the way they find her, nasty. I'm glad your cats are doing good, GBC. She was sent to the back rooms. I've still never played a back rooms game. But I think I'm going to. Actually, I think I just bought one. I can't remember if I did or not. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I think it was on sale on Steam. Sorry, I was thinking, and when I think, my brain stops. Or my mouth stops. My brain stops sometimes too. Oh my god. Was this the girl that was found in the water tank? It sure is, Liv. Indeed. Let's see if I get an ad. Okay. The suspense. Yeah, I keep pausing it. I be like that. Nope. I don't know if that means Twitch likes you or hates you, Yamato. Oh no.
Hotel guests began complaining about foul-smelling, discolored water coming from their taps. What happened next would turn this from a missing persons case into one of the most infamous mysteries of all time.
That's how they found her. The guests that were staying there complained that foul-smelling water was coming out of their sinks and the shower. People were washing with it. That is how they found her. Twitch don't want me to watch ads, I guess, because I'm on phone with regular app. No ad blocks, nothing. That's weird. I always get hit with ads if I'm watching someone, whether I'm on my computer or my phone. Twitch hates me, apparently. They want me to pay. I refuse. Most of the time. There's a co-op backrooms. Which backroom did you get, Rue? Oh, of course you would notice that, Rue. Hi, Rue, by the way. Did you say hello before, Rue? What the heck? I didn't even know you were in YouTube. I always find it gross that they drank that water. Ew, did they drink it too? I didn't know that. You do like 1/4 out of times? Oh, okay. I believe the one I got is a co-op one because Blue also got it. He's the one that told me it was on sale and to get it, so I did. I don't remember which one. I think it's the one that has 30 levels. I don't know. It's like backrooms, not together. I don't know. I'd have to look. I'll look, Rue. Apparently not sure how accurate it is, but they debunked this saying it wasn't paranormal. She was having a mental health crisis. Yeah, Liv. Exactly. No, you just got here? Oh, okay. I was wondering. She was marinating in people's water. Wow, Levi, that's one way to put it. My God. You make it sound like she was a chicken being brined or something. Icky? Yeah. Girl just bathing in it. Already disgusting. I'm sure some drank it. Ugh. She was in the water tank, which supplied their waters. Yeah, Yamato. What do you mean, me AF, Liv? Are you marinating? What is happening? I finally made it. Were you not home, Levi? Where were you? What were you doing? Where were you? Yeah, welcome home, Levi. Let me know which one you got. It might be the same one I got. All right. I think if you look in Steam, doesn't it say if your friend has the same game? I know it showed me some of my friends have it, but I don't remember if you were one of them or not.
As the game progresses, another
Nah, I'm mental ill. Oh, Liv.
eerie connection begins to surface. The presence of water. In horror stories, water is often
I'm unhinged. Liv is marinating in people's water. That's what I thought. I apologize for alleging that, Liv. That's why I don't go in hot tubs. I feel like I'm being cooked. You know? Like I'm being just cooked alive to something delicious.
linked to spirits, particularly in Asian folklore, where drowning victims are said to become restless ghosts. In real life, Elisa's body was found in the rooftop water tank of the Cecil Hotel, weeks after she had disappeared. The circumstances
I saw that, Liv, but I'm not reading that out loud.
of her death was so strange that even the authorities still don't understand how she got there. The developers have never confirmed that they were inspired by Elisa's case, but the similarities are undeniable.
I love creating.
My eyes go wide all the time. They just go wide. That's all.
You start in the middle of nowhere,
My
snow-covered
God.
mountains stretching as far as the eye can see.
What kind of wait? I'd hope not, honey. What kind of video did I come back to, Vamp? It's just normal videos of spooky stuff. Were you gone, Vamp? Where did you go? You said you missed me and then you just left. Wow. I see.
Your only guide is a flickering
I love your reactions. Well, I'm glad you enjoy my reactions, Liv.
flashlight and the distant sound of your own footsteps. The deeper you go, the more unsettling it feels. The loneliness, the paranoia, the overwhelming sense that you're not alone. This is Kolot, a horror game
Kolot? Did I say that right? Did I get the phlegmy sound good? Wow, fake fan. I do not have any fans, Yamato. I just have little bees, little honeybees. I went to get my food from DoorDash. Wow. Wow, Vamp. So sustenance is more important to you than me. I see.
unlike any other. There are no monsters lurking in the dark, no jump scares every few minutes. Instead, the terror comes from the emptiness, from the feeling that something terrible happened here and that it could happen again. But this isn't just another survival horror game. It's based on a real event.
I'm glad you put it with my out-of-pocketness. Of course, Liv. I'm used to it with Unks around. And a few others. Buzz Buzz. Honey, thank you, Yamato. That is the right way. That's how it should look. Yes, because it's tacos. What kind of tacos, though? That's important. No fans, just little honeybees and bees that bully her. True. True. That's literally in like my about section on Twitch. That my bees bully me. Even with cooking, I have her stream next to me. Are you cooking? What are you making, Yamato? I'm nosy as heck when it comes to food. Steak tacos? Like carne asada? Did you get cilantro and salsa? No onion, though. Onion's disgusting. It's escape the back rooms. Oh, Blue knows. Yeah, because he got it too. Liv has enough out-of-pocketness for all of us. True. Yes, that. She says the things I think. And some things I wouldn't even think to think. But I like to think about what she's thinking. I'm not making sense. I'm gonna play the video.
One of the most disturbing and mysterious
Let's watch
cases in modern history. A story so chilling, so unexplainable, that it has haunted investigators, scientists, and conspiracy theorists for over 60 years. It all started in 1959, when 9 hikers vanished in the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia. Their bodies were discovered weeks later, scattered across the snow in ways that defied logic. Their tent
Is this the Daltov Pass? I just watched well, I've seen several videos on this, but the Watcher channel on YouTube, Ryan and Shane just did this one. I have no filter. That's okay, Liv. Oh, I think that might be the same. I'll check when I get power. You're still in the dark room? What the heck? Are you good? Are your pets good? And your family? I don't know why I said it in that order. Your family first, then your pets. I only bully you because you're short. I'm not short. I am petite. Pint-sized. Like a Snicker bar, but the mini version. Still delicious. Still filling, just, you know, easier to pocket. I like to think. Blue, that's a true quote I just said. Oh, honey, did you ever play my video from suggestions? Which one? I know I played some of your videos, Vamp, but which one specifically? Oh, no. Fun side. Yeah, fun side. She's tossable. That's true. I can be picked up and tossed. I don't know that somebody should toss me. That's like onto something soft, but you know. Pocket. Yeah, I must shut it. What? Hi, Wreck-It Will. Welcome, welcome. How are you? How you doing? We're all good. It's just dark and hot. We didn't get a direct hit, but another island did. Ooh. Hope you get your power back soon. Stay safe, Rue. Liv is the friend you need when you really want to say something messed up, but you feel like you need permission to say it. True. And now that I made Liv a mod, she's not going to get hit by auto mod anymore. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I've given power. I always do this. You make so many pocket jokes. I want to squish you? Who? Me? You're squishable. Why? I bite. You should be careful. I'll definitely bite you if you try to squish me. Kaizo Trap? It's 8 minutes long? I don't think I watched that yet, Vamp.
Was found ripped open. Some were found barefoot.
Good, you. I'm doing good. Thank it. Thanks. Wreck It. Glad to hear you're doing well. I'm attempting to watch this video, but as you can probably tell, I'm mostly yapping. I have the power. Yeah. Well, you and my other mods, yeah.
Half dressed in the freezing cold, with some of their bodies covered in strange injuries, broken bones without external wounds, missing eyes, and one of them had—
Wait, Vamp is back. Hold on. Just give me just 1 second. There we go. I need to wave hello to Will. It's only polite.
the missing tongue, and no one could explain why. The deeper we go, the stranger this mystery becomes. One of Kholad's greatest strengths is how accurately it recreates the brutal conditions of the Ural Mountains. In real life, the group was trekking towards a peak called Kholat Circle, which translates to Dead Mountain in the local Mansi language. The game's title is obviously a direct reference. The game's environment captures the harshness of the terrain too. The deep snowdrifts, the lack of shelter, the eerie silence of the mountains at night.
Is that what I got hit with? Goldfish? I love goldfish crackers. They don't make your hands all greasy and stuff, so you can, like, I can eat them while I'm streaming. I need to buy some, actually. I think I'm out. Cheez-Its too, but Cheez-Its kind of leave salt on your fingers because they put so much. You're gonna save for VIPB? Nice. Very nice, Yamato. You would be the first to earn it, ever. Although I added it not that long ago, I guess. Like, maybe a month ago. Maybe 2, I can't remember. Should have known that was coming. The snack that smiled back. I think they did get hypothermia.
In real life, the hikers had to battle temperatures dropping as low as -30°C, and the unpredictable weather likely made survival even more difficult. However, in the game, the landscape is even emptier than in reality. The real Dyatlov group encountered Mansi hunter trails, and there were reports of other expeditions.
Oh, look at the dog. At least the dog wasn't with him. That dog survived. And probably lived to be an old dog. At least in my brain. Cute when you pout? Thank you. I really love that I can pout with this model now. I really liked my 3D model too, but I fear I prefer this one. Quite a bit more. Quite a bit more. Always save the dogs and cats. Exactly, Liv.
In the area, though none close enough to intervene. The game isolates you completely, amplifying the horror. In Kholat, you don't start inside the hiker's tent. You're already out in the cold, left to piece together what happened. But in the real case, the tent itself became one of the biggest mysteries. Rescuers found it still standing, but with a crucial detail. It had been slashed open from the inside, implying that the hikers had been so desperate to escape that they couldn't even have used the tent's entrance. They cut their way out and ran half-dressed into the freezing night. The real horror of the incident lies in how the bodies were discovered. Some were—
My god. Rue, I already added you to that channel, just FYI. It's not that fancy, it's just a Discord channel. But we can pretend it's fancy. Nah, eat the humans? What, Liv? I'm kidding, Twitch, what? Should I not have read that out loud? Probably. Am I gonna get banned now on Twitch? Go to McDonald's, they serve... No, they do not! They don't serve good meat, but it's pretty sure it's cow. Or some sort of cow-like thing.
Were found nearly a mile away from the tent, wearing little clothing, as if they had fled in pure terror. 3 had massive internal injuries, being broken ribs and crushed skulls, but 0 external wounds, leading investigators to compare it to the force of a car crash. One victim, Ludmila Dubinina, was found without her tongue and parts of her face.
What?
A few had traces of radiation.
I think that's because animals got to them, though, before they got found. I did, Rue. I added you. You're in there. It's invisible until you're added, so maybe... I think it's under my stream stuff section. I don't know. This one, I remember this. Yeah, it's pretty famous, this one.
On their clothes too. In Cholet, there's a constant feeling that something is out there watching you, but in reality, no evidence of an attacker, human or otherwise, was ever found. However, the way Cholet presents its world mirrors the hiker's disorientated movements. The game forces you to navigate with only a map, compass, and coordinates, obviously similar to the real-life expedition's methods. It's easy to get lost, panic, and end up somewhere you shouldn't be, just like the real hikers. The game leans heavily into the supernatural, hinting at shadowy figures, glowing entities, and forces beyond human understanding. While the real case is surrounded in mystery, most theories focus on natural or man-made explanations. Some believe a small, delayed avalanche forced hikers to flee in panic. However, there was no evidence of an avalanche at the site, and it doesn't explain some of the severe injuries found on some of the bodies. Others suggest the hikers accidentally stumbled upon a secret weapons test. Cholet taps into this idea with references to classified Soviet documents and a cover-up. The game isn't a history lesson, it's an experience designed to make you feel the same fear and confusion the hikers might have felt. The landscape is accurate, the sense of isolation and disorientation reflects what the hikers likely went through, and the paranoia and dread capture the emotion surrounding the Dyatlov mystery, even if the game's glowing entities are fiction. Cholet doesn't try to solve the case, instead it keeps the mystery alive, leaving you wandering the frozen wasteland searching for answers, just like investigators have done for over 60 years.
Wait, how old is this video? I thought they solved it a year ago, maybe. Because the newer one I saw, they kind of like considered it a case closed or whatever. Y'all ever heard of the story about a guy who had a super well-trained dog and he would sell his dog for it to run back to him? So scamming people basically, Yamato. And one guy was smart, he recommended it to his neighbors and the dog never came back because his neighbors stopped the scam by eating the dog. Wow. That's a sad story. Crazy story. Yeah, I guess crazy too. I hope it's not true. I mean, couldn't they leash the dog? Yeah, Liv. I've been craving Taco. I just had two enchiritos from Taco Bell the other day. If it is horse meat, it's delicious and I'm eating it anyway. I don't even care. Take the guy's name. I'd hope not. Everything on the internet is true. This is what I really look like, everybody. It's on the internet, so it's true. This is how I look. I'm really just an anime girl. Just something you heard? Oh, apparently I'm a green anime girl now. Black Beauty never tasted... Wow, Unks. Crunch wrap with extra horse meat? Ew. I'll take OG Mexican or Tex-Mex over... See, I love Mexican food, but I also really like Taco Bell. It's not real Mexican food. Not even close. But I still enjoy eating it. I don't know why, but I do. I enjoy it. I don't know why I paused on an ad. I'm gonna let that ad play and then skip it. Then I'm a real fox? Yeah, you are. Kitsune. With no... I have a nose! It's there. You can see it. Y'all are gonna bother me about this now. I can tell it's going to become a thing for a while. Korean Mexican fusion is great. Never tried it, but I'd like to. No lies, I got a drawing of her where she's realistic. True. She does. It's in my Discord under art. I really want sushi again. You deserve sushi, Liv. You should get some. Give me quesadillas and I'm a Maria. That's all it would take, Yamato? Do you know how easy it is to make a quesadilla? Like, that's basic. So long as you women... Oh, I like that you corrected that, just in case. It's too late. You said what you said the first time. I see it. It's a demure nose. Thank you, Liv. It's because I'm petite. I'm only 5'3". I have a little nose. Just like I have little delicate hands, you know? Manny? What? Manny, I want to be an anime girl? Who's Manny, Levi? Spicy bulgogi burrito? Best of both worlds? I was gonna say, there isn't one where I live, but okay. I'm messing around? Sure. I'm gonna repost that. Finish drawing now to show receipts. Okay.
Now and then, a game unintentionally mirrors reality.
I think Levi meant man. I don't know. Maybe he got his streams mixed up. I have no idea.
In ways that are hard to ignore. This is one such case. Released in 2017, Granny became one of the most popular mobile horror games of its time. The concept is that you wake up in a rundown house, locked inside by a grey-skinned, hollow-eyed woman. She's old,
I watched Queso play this game. I watched all of it. I watched him beat every single Granny game. My god.
frail looking.
Before I started streaming anyway. I do not want to play this game. I think I played the Roblox version of it one time. Piggy or something like that. It was like a pig monster. Were you there, Sai? You might have been there. I don't know. I didn't do very well though. I got caught a lot.
But don't let that fool you, because Granny patrols the house, reacting to every sound. If you knock over a table, she hears it. If you step on a creaky floorboard, she's already on her way. She moves at an unnatural speed, chasing after you the moment you make a mistake. If she catches you, she knocks you unconscious with her bat. You have 5 days, 5 chances to find your way out before something terrible happens. So what if something like this actually happened? A real life case so eerily similar that I
You're so polite, Levi.
think the game definitely draws inspiration. St. Petersburg, Russia, 2015. An elderly woman is spotted on a security camera, casually walking near her apartment building. Nothing unusual, except for the fact that she's carrying a large plastic bag, a heavy one. A few hours later, police receive a report. A disjointed torso had been found near a pond. No head, no arms, no legs, just a torso. It doesn't take long for authorities to track down a suspect, and when they knock on her apartment door, they find Tamara Samsonova, a 68-year-old woman sitting calmly in her chair like nothing had happened. But when police search her apartment, they uncover something out of a nightmare.
Wait, she's 68 and she murdered someone? What the heck? How fit is she? Levi's a true gentleman, so polite on his streams, also has this... What's that ass smirch voice? I don't know about all that. Nuh-uh. Life gold. Levi is very chill and also has a cool voice. I'm kind of jealous. What? Oh, ASMR-ish. Okay, I thought you were trying to say Amish, and I was like, that's a weird thing to compliment on, but you know, if it makes him happy, then whatever. Honey, have you seen a video about how Queso became a streamer? I have. I watched Queso react to a video about how he became a streamer. I told you I like Queso. I'm not joking about that. What do you mean, schna? I escaped to the abyss. No, you don't. No, you don't, Levi. You stay here with me in the hive.
Dozens of handwritten diaries filled with detailed notes about murder. Casual entries describing how and when she murdered people as if it were a routine part of her life. They found plastic bags filled with rotten flesh hidden around the building. Some reports even suggest that she may have even eaten parts of her victim. One diary entry dated September 2003 reads, "I killed my tenant Volodya, put the pieces of his body in plastic bags, and threw them away in different parts of Ruzensky district." Another entry documentary from March 2015 details the murder of Valentina Ulanova, the 79-year-old woman she'd been living with at the time of her arrest. Valentina had been her friend, but according to Tamara's diary, she had become too difficult.
She poisoned them, I bet. That's how women usually murder. We poison people. It's less messy, easier. Women naturally like bring food to people, so it's not that suspicious, you know. Welcome to the mod squad, indeed. Yes, ma'am. I'm bored. You want to play games? What? Then go play games, Yamato. Just a little snack. Levi gives sub energy. What the heck does that mean? Levi is subscribed, though. He's got that founder badge that I love to see. You're not boring. I've just never gone this long without playing. It's killing me. Well, don't die. I don't want you to die. Uh-oh. I had a feeling that's where you go and live. I had a feeling. I tried to fix it, but it didn't work. Huh. I can't remember nowhere to set up in my rooms. Your room's moldy. What? Rubs Hunni's shoulders. I'm not freaking out. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I have my PC upstairs because pipes made water again today due to intense rain. It's literally moldy. My room's in the basement and it keeps flooding. Wow, that sucks. You got to keep your basement dry. It's really important. It's like super important, especially if you have people in there. Thank you for attempting. You're welcome, Levi. You're welcome.
To live with. Tamara's solution to the little problem was to crush a handful of sleeping pills into her food, wait for her to lose consciousness, grab a hack.
I can't help it, Sai. I'm a little shy sometimes. Believe it or not. Say that to the rain that keeps turning my basement into a river. Ooh.
And I think you can imagine the rest. When questioned by the police, Tamara never showed any remorse. At times, she smiled and even
she looks
laughed
excited
when describing what she had done. The media quickly gave her the name the Granny Ripper, a woman who had spent years luring people into her home and making sure they
should have called her like the sleeper granny or something because she poisoned them. She's not ripping them. Hunni, shy? Excuse me? Yeah, I can be shy, unks. It is possible. Maybe the 2D, honey? Well, that's what I am. $10 says Hunni shy as hell in real life. I mean, kinda, yeah. I'm an introvert in real life. But I'm also kind of blunt. Like, once I'm comfortable, I'm pretty blunt. That is slander, what Unks just said. Just FYI, nobody believe him. She's always shy. Likely story. What do you mean, likely story? Why is everybody trying to start a fight with me tonight? Let's watch this video of this granny who murdered people.
They never left. I personally think the similarities between Granny and the Granny Ripper are too bizarre to ignore. Both are old women living alone in decaying homes with something deeply wrong beneath the surface. Both trap people inside their own homes, one trapping victims in the game, the other in real life. The video game Granny keeps a crossbow in her house, a small but crucial tool that players can use to fire tranquilizer darts at her. If you manage to hit her, she collapses and stays unconscious for 2 minutes, giving you a chance to escape. In real life, Tamara Samsonova didn't need a crossbow. She allegedly dosed her victims in much the same way, sedating them so they couldn't fight back. Just like the game's tranquilizer, her method didn't kill immediately. It only made her victims.
Okay, good thing you put that. I was about to be like, excuse me? You're the most what? Shy? I think not. Sus? Yeah. I'm glad you're honest at least. I'm the quiet type naturally, but it's because I only talk when needed. Shy Gang is OP. Am I part of the Shy Gang? Am I part of a gang? Sus? Are you guys checking your sus level? Nah, you need to do that again, Unks. That is incorrect. There's no way you're only 21%. Levi's 36% sus. That feels right. Sai is 67% sus. That feels accurate as well. Don't say less sus. That's not true. I'm cursed. Watch it say 100%. Not the number. Oh, crap. I didn't even realize that was the number. 95%. That also feels accurate. That's still too low, I think. Am I in the gang too? Are you shy, Rue? Then yes, you're welcome to be in my gang. Levi's gang, I guess. He's the one that said it. That's pretty on brand. Liv, it just skipped you. What the heck? Oh, there we go. I think there's a delay. If you guys say it too soon or too close to each other, it doesn't give the percent. 57%. You're like a 7 on the hot scale this time, Liv. That's inaccurate. It should have been a 9. Told you almost 100%. I'm a shy person too. Are you, Rue? The way you're always back-talking me on stream as my mod in front of everybody? You're shy? Okay.
Helpless, ensuring they had no chance to run. Then there's the most unsettling part, the unnatural quality they both share. In the game, Granny moves with disturbing speed and aggression, something that you wouldn't expect for someone so old. And yet in real life, Tamara Samsonova was much the same. Despite her age, she carried and disposed of bodies without any help. Unlike most serial killers, Samsonova was never sent to prison. After a psychiatric evaluation, she was declared legally insane and sentenced to an indefinite detention in a high-security psychiatric hospital. During her trial, she made disturbing comments.
In my defense, I'm like that to all my friends. That's fair, Rue. You've seen the way I talk to Blue and Cree. The more comfortable I am with someone, the more I tease and bicker with them. But it's out of affection. It's not out of, like, malice, you know? Never out of malice. Nightbot forgot the what? I've always been the funny one in my friend groups, Levi. Have you?
At one point,
Why did it give you a 1, Levi? That's harsh. You should redo that. Same, I'm always the funniest one, Yamato. Exactly, and it makes content. Yeah, dude, that's the excuse I keep hearing. It's for the content. It's the same thing Bob said the time he took a baseball bat to me in Roblox.
begging the judge to let her.
But you know what? That clip on my YouTube is still the highest one I've ever had. It's got like, I think it's what, 14,000 views or something? Something crazy.
Go so she could continue killing. Her words in court were, "I knew you would come. It's such a disgrace for me. All this publicity. I am guilty and deserve to be punished. I've been preparing for this trial for 10 years. It is all deliberate. There is no way to live. But this last..."
That's better. That's more accurate. I approve that message, Nightbot. The love between Unks and Hunni is like 91%. Whoa, crazy? Dang, Nightbot.
Murder, I closed the chapter. She was committed to Kazanga Psychiatric Hospital in 2015, where she remains to this day.
She's still alive? Is that a child? What is this? Is that a... It's like a child, I think.
You're looking at a digital city from above. The streets are filled with people, some just walking around, others moving with purpose. At first glance, everything might seem peaceful, but hidden amongst the crowd are terrorists. Figures marked by the game as threats. Your job is very simple. Stop them. September 12th, A Toy World presents you with one tool, a missile launcher. There's no score, no levels, no game.
That is not accurate, Sai. I didn't even know it could do that. I thought it had to be at least a 1. Do it again. Do it again. Nightbot had like a glitch. It's glitched. That's what happened. What do you mean burn? That was not my doing.
Game over screen. You just click to fire and your missile strikes the target. But the explosion doesn't just hit the terrorist, it spreads. Buildings crumble, and worst of all, civilians get caught in the blast. As their tiny figures collapse, the remaining people in the
Secret. Are you trying to say Sai's my anti-fan or something? Nah, Sai's been with me since the beginning. He's one of my first original mods. And he made some of my emotes. Nightbot's trying to start some bad blood instead of mad love. There we go, that's better. Dang, that bot.
The city react. They stop what they're doing, some run away, while others stand still, mourning the loss of those who are just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Then something strange happens. Those mourning civilians begin to change. Their outfits darken, and they transformed into the very thing you are trying to eliminate. More terrorists appear, blending into the crowd. The problem doesn't get smaller, it grows. And the more missiles you launch, the more civilians you lose, and the cycle repeats. At first, it might just feel like you're not playing well enough. Maybe if you time your shots better, aim more carefully, or fire less often, you'll eventually wipe out all the threats. But that's the trick. There is no winning. No matter what you do, the violence continues. Every action you take feeds into the never-ending loop. September 12th isn't a game in the traditional sense. It's more like a simulation, not because it's hyper-realistic, but because it's meant to make you think. It doesn't tell you what's right and wrong. It simply lets you play and watch as the consequences unfold. You might already realize what this game is trying to say. Studies have shown that when civilians are harmed during counter-terrorism operations, it can increase anger towards those responsible. Family members and friends of the deceased may seek revenge, becoming radicalized themselves. This creates a sort of cycle, violence breeding more violence, just like in the game. US military reports from conflicts in the Middle East, particularly in Iraq and Afghanistan, have acknowledged that civilian casualties can have a direct impact on radicalization. One report from the RAND Corporation described how groups like Al-Qaeda use civilian deaths as propaganda, turning public outrage into recruitment opportunities. Leaked military documents and intelligence reports, like the 2012 joint report by Stanford and NYU titled Living Under Drones, highlighted a familiar cycle. For every terrorist killed, civilians caught in the crossfire can fuel resentment, therefore potentially leading to new recruits joining extremist groups. Studies have found that airstrikes, whilst eliminating immediate threats, can sometimes increase long-term radicalization. The same concept plays out in September 12th. Each terrorist you eliminate only leads to more emerging from the grieving crowd. Even the game's name, September 12th, obviously hints at a real-world inspiration. It refers to the day after the Twin Towers was struck, when the United States and its allies faced a critical decision. How should they respond? The invasion of Afghanistan soon followed, marking the beginning of the War on Terror, a war that decades later still impacts global politics. Chernobylite takes place in one of the most unusual and dangerous places on Earth, the Chernobyl exclusion zone. This is an 100 square mile area in northern Ukraine that was evacuated after a major nuclear accident in 1986. But to understand why this area is so significant, you first need to know what happened at Chernobyl. On April 26, 1986, a routine safety test at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant went horribly wrong. Reactor 4, one of the plant's 4 nuclear reactors, exploded due to a combination of design flaws and human error. The explosion released massive amounts of radiation into the air, contaminating large parts of Ukraine, Belarus, and even reaching other countries in Europe. I probably don't need to tell you that radiation is dangerous because it damages the human body at a microscopic level. In high doses, it can cause severe burns, organ failure, and even death. In the days following the explosion, people in the nearby town of Pripyat, where most of the plant's workers lived, were told nothing was wrong. Many went about their daily lives unaware that they were being exposed to deadly levels of radiation. It wasn't until 36 hours later that authorities finally ordered an evacuation.
Someone pushed the wrong button? You guys are just going crazy with love over there. I need to hydrate. Somebody did hydrate for me. Thank you, Sai, for caring about my hydration. I'm gonna drink this soda. Oh my god, it just dribbled on myself. I mean, I am very graceful, and I'm sipping like a normal human. The reactor meltdown button? Ayo, learned to drink. I know how to drink. I can do it. Wow, Hunni's complaining about love. I'm not complaining about love in the chat. Ow. Ow. Levi. I will stretch. Thank you for caring about my body health, I guess. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I was just saying I'm trying to read the chat and make sure I don't miss anything. You guys can love each other. I prefer a community that gets along and loves each other, okay? Okay. I stretched and I hydrated. That's it, right? Yeah. Okay. I forgot what I was saying, because y'all, I've not been a bad girl who just did a bad girl. Why? What did I do? 37 times? I feel inaccurate. Inaccurate even. I need to hydrate. Let me drink this stuff. How dare you judge me, Levi? This is only my second zero soda of the day. I also drank a whole bottle of water. Nobody made me do it. I did it by myself. And I chugged it like a grown-up just so I could get to my next soda. Wow, for once, it's not me being mean to Hunni. Yeah, Vamp. Good girl. Thank you for the good girl, Yamato. I deserved that. It's at 31. My bad girl's at 37. They're getting closer. Because I can, of course. I'm drinking Guru. What the heck is it Guru or Guru? Sorry, what is that? What are you drinking, Yamato? I have a reason to be mean to Hunni for a change. Yeah, that's true. At least there's a reason. Instead of just doing it to do it. Zero's worse. It has the asparatami. Asparatami. I don't know what that is, but it's in my body now. And it's going to keep being in there because I'm going to keep drinking it. Over a previous accident? What? What size of bottle water? Is it a 2-liter water? I'm on my second Vamp. It is a 16.9 ounce bottle of water. That is what I drink. I've hit my gallon of water for the day. How much water am I supposed to drink? I want ice cream, but we don't have... I have the cone kind. Like it's a cone. And it's chocolate, and then it's vanilla, and then it has like a chocolate hard casing with peanuts, chopped peanuts sprinkled on top. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the kind I like. I kind of want one now. Maybe after stream. Probably shouldn't eat one in the middle of stream. I'll look crazy. Aspartame is an artificial low-calorie sweetener commonly used as a sugar substitute in thousands of food and beverage products. It's approximately 200 times sweeter than sucrose table sugar and is sold under brand names like NutraSweet and Equal. What's wrong with it? Guru energy drink? It's organic energy drink similar to Monster and Rockstar but without toxic stuff. It's all natural sugars, no taurine, with some caffeine and organic and biologic stuff. What the heck is the biologic stuff? That's like Resident Evil stuff. You need more water in your life. Do I, Vamp? Are you sure? You said DoorDash ice cream. What? I'm still working on my 3rd gallon of water. How do you drink that much water? Every time I drink water... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. A gallon of water is what you should drink in a day? How many ounces is that? How many regular 16.9 bottles do I have to drink to get to a gallon? 120 gallons or something like that? Distorted? What? Depends on height and weight and stuff, but I do a gallon. I'm only 5'3". And the last time I weighed myself, I'm like, I think I'm 131. I think. I don't know. I've been the same weight for a really long time. Biologic means it was made naturally. That's what they said in Resident Evil. That means I have to put on... What? I almost read that. But also, Liv, I fully agree. Short. Wow. I get sassy with you too? What? Oh, you're not even talking to me. You drink 12 cups? There was a study that was done in the 1900s on mice that showed aspartame is toxic, but it's only toxic to humans if you have a dozen a day, every day for several years. Okay, well, I only drink like 2 max. Oh no! Liv, our love, it's only 39%. Wow. I just made you a mod. It should be way higher than that. I'm 5'8" and 172 pounds, Yamato. Well, you're taller than me, like most people are. You should at least drink 3 bottles of the 16 ounce a day, honey. Do I have to? Does it count if I drink cocoa? Yesterday I had a bottle of water and a big mug of cocoa, and I think the mug of cocoa was like I think it's 16 ounces too, actually. And it's water, because I don't, like, I buy the kind that you mix with water. I can't mix it with milk or I'll die, probably. Or at least wish I had. Why is it being this way to us, Liv? How dare it? Ha ha ha, shorty. Wow. Just look out for ice cream getting thrown at your window? It don't count, needs to be normal water. Why? It's basically a mug of water with cocoa powder mixed in. Look at this dog. I hope it got out of Chernobyl. I'm only 5'8" due to bad posture. I'm probably like 5'10" or 5'11". It hates us? Yeah, it hates our love. Doing a drive-by delivery? You're doing a drive-by, Levi? Crazy. It has sodium, which retains water. Nightbot is working correctly? I think not. Sodium equals salt. Wow. I'm not quite that airheaded. Probably.
But by then, it was too late for many. Over the following months and years, thousands of people developed radiation-related illnesses, and a vast area surrounding the plant was deemed too dangerous for human life. Then, the exclusion zone was created, a permanent no-go area stretching for miles around the ruined reactor. All the buildings were left abandoned, nature slowly took over, and time seemed to stand still in the remains.
You're a little airheaded, honey. No offense. None taken. I'm well aware of the fact that I'm a little airheaded. I embrace it. It's who I am. It's part of the charm. Right. Right. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Of the town. What's even more eerie is that some of the places in the game no longer exist in reality. Over time, many of Chernobyl.
But it tastes better than a Diet Coke. I don't like Coke or Diet. She's the president of the Airhead Ads. What? I don't remember being voted president of the Airheads, but I'll accept it graciously. Whoa. Man, I have to work in the morning, but I'm too entertained to sleep. Ah, Levi. I'm glad you're here, even if you should be sleeping. Yeah, it's part of the charm, trust. Thank you, Distorted. 0. Better airhead than a conehead. Like the movie?
Chernobyl's buildings have collapsed due to weather, neglect, and radiation damage.
Also, I want to stress this is a 42-minute video, and we're an hour and a half almost into this. This is your guys' fault. I'm not complaining, though. You guys know I love talking to you. I much prefer it to anything else that I do, so I'm not mad. But I don't know if we're ever going to finish this video. We might be here for a while.
In Chernobylite, they remain frozen in time, offering a look into the past that is slowly disappearing. The exclusion zone may seem like an abandoned wasteland, but it still has life. Over the years, nature has reclaimed much of the area, and a small number of self-settlers, people who refused to leave or later returned, continue to live there. Creating a game set in the Chernobyl exclusion zone is one thing, but actually going there is another. But for
What do you mean you can imagine me downing a foot-long sub in one bite? I am a slow eater. I've said this before. Like, I never finish my food. If I go out to eat somewhere, I always bring something home. I eat so slow I annoy people. But I don't even care. I also get full really fast. The yaps be too good? Thank you. Don't blame us that you're yapping. I wasn't blaming you, Rue. I was saying I'm grateful to everybody that there's anybody here for me to yap to and yap with. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying thank you. Whatever soda you're drinking, the cocoa probably has more is all I meant. Probably. And I add marshmallows to it. Because I be like that. Have you never seen Coneheads? I have seen Coneheads one time, I think. I don't remember much. Except that their heads were pointy. Huh? You're a snacker. Yeah, that's true, I am. You eat like a bird? I mean, I don't, like, peck the plate with my face. But yeah, my mom has said that I eat like a bird because I just take small bites really slow. And then I get full. And I annoy people. But yeah. What's wrong with that? Huh? There's so many people. Next year there will be even more. Maybe. I hope. But if not, I'm happy to have who I have. It's my favorite thing. Seeing like the same person come back more than once makes me so happy. You have an audience now, not like your PNG. Wow. Thank you, Rue. I was only a PNG tuber for like 2 weeks before I got my 3D model. It wasn't that long. Although I went back recently and watched one of my first like PNG videos, and I'm definitely talking to nobody. I think I'm better now than I was then, though, as far as talking, yapping consistently. I was still learning how to play a game and talk at the same time. You're not annoying. Who, me? I hope not. I got a friend like that. There's nothing wrong. She just takes it home. Yeah, that's what I do. I don't make people wait for me, though. I'm not annoying like that. Like, I recognize the fact that I'm a slow eater. And so when everybody's done, like when everybody else is finished, I'll just pack it up and go with them, you know? I don't make anybody sit at the restaurant for an extra long time while I eat or anything. I'm reasonable sometimes. Gotta give you a throwback. Thank you. You got your regulars. Thank you. Talking to nobody. Yeah. I was talking to nobody in the first couple streams for quite a few of them, actually.
For the team
Especially when I was only doing YouTube.
behind Chernobyl, accuracy was everything. They didn't just want to imagine what the zone looked like, they wanted to capture it exactly as it is. So instead of relying on old photos or satellite imagery, they went in themselves, bringing with them cutting-edge technology and a mission to recreate the real Chernobyl like never before. To achieve their goal, the developers used 3D photogrammetry, a technique that allows them to scan real-world objects and environments to create incredibly detailed digital models. They walked through the ruins of Pripyat, abandoned villages, and even the remains of the power plant itself, taking thousands of photos from every angle. These images were then processed to build one-to-one.
We have got to the point
Oh
where
my
literally
God.
anybody can build a fully working app.
You be quiet, sir.
Digital recreations of actual locations, making Chernobyl one of the most visually accurate portrayals of the exclusion zone ever made. But this wasn't just about making the game look good, it was about preservation. Some parts of Chernobyl are rapidly deteriorating. By scanning these locations, the developers were able to digitally freeze them in time, allowing players to explore places that may no longer exist in the future. Entering the exclusion zone isn't as simple as just walking in. Radiation
Wait, what did I just read? How did I miss that? That would be funny to watch. Hunni pecking her plate. You will never see that. I will never do that. I use utensils like a regular human being. Thank you very much. I think it's because I was looking at my first chat. I have 2 chats in my OBS. One for YouTube and Twitch combined, and then one for just Twitch. And YouTube has way more messages than normal, so it squished out my Twitch ones. No one entertaining today except you? Haha, I checked around. Everyone's... Wow, thank you. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not, Yamato, but I'm gonna take it like it's one. Because that's more fun. And Blue and Cree were technically there before... Yeah, Blue and Cree have been with me before I started streaming. They encouraged me to do it because I'd been nagging them about it for a long time. So they said, just do it! They were like, just do it, Hunni! Shut up and do it. So I did. Hunni uses utensils, yeah. Hunni lore unlocked. I eat with a fork and a spoon and just like everybody. Good morning, Necro. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. It is? Okay, cool. I like interaction. Someone who's quiet and just playing is, man, that's really, really good. See, I'm really mediocre, so I have to be yapping. I gotta make up for it somehow. Just do it! Like that, what's his name? Shia LaBeouf or whatever? His stupid Nike commercial. Just do it. Hello, don't spill your coffee. Top of the morning to you, Necro. Yeah, Shia. Didn't he go crazy or something? I feel like he did. I liked him in Transformers, and He was on a show on Disney. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like him and his sister was like straight-laced, and he was like the little mischief maker.
Do it! Just do it!
Yeah, that's the one. Thanks a lot, Unks. Thanks a lot. Of course you would find it. Woa, I thought she was tears into her victims and eats them raw. What? Necro? What is this slander I'm hearing? I don't have victims. And I would cook someone. I wouldn't just eat them raw. I'm not trying to get food poisoning. But I don't eat people, just FYI. I do not do that. Even Stevens, yeah, that was what it was called. Hi, everyone. He's not crazy. I thought he went crazy. I thought he walked around with a bag on his head for a while. I don't know. A passenger princess in video game. Wow, Rue, way to call me out. I'm a passenger princess in real life too. It's not just online in video games. He saved the planet from the Decepticons. That's true. Him and what's her name? Meg. Is it Meg? I don't know. Megan? I think it's Megan. Megan Fox, that's what it was. It came to me. Cannibal? That is not Necro. Nah. No. Just because you're half cyborg. No. She doesn't have victims because oh my god, Unks, that is untrue. If you're gonna eat someone, it's best to start with the kidney, the most nutritious. What's the part that, like, in Silence of the Lambs, doesn't he eat something with fava beans or something like that? I can't remember. It's been a while since I saw it. Likely story? I'm gonna go watch YouTube or some. I'm bored. I want to see game. Okay. Bye, Yamato. Thank you. You just said it? No, I didn't. I said if I was going to, that's how I would do it, but I didn't say I do that. She's a Majin Buu. She turns them into cookies or cupcakes. Liver? Oh, okay.
Radiation levels vary across the area, with some places still dangerously contaminated. While certain parts of the zone have lower radiation levels and are safe for short visits, others, like the Red Forest, one of the most radioactive areas in the world, can be deadly. The developers had to follow strict safety protocols to avoid exposure. They wore dosimeters, which are devices that measure.
You watch Silence of the Lambs at least once a year? Nice. That has Jodie Foster, right? I've never actually seen it. What, Levi? That's crazy. You need to watch it. Maybe I should put it in my Discord for a movie night. If I ever get around to doing that. For one of the horror days. Horror nights, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, 60 stream streak. Very nice, Necro. Very nice indeed. Cute little cannibal. Thanks. I'm not a cannibal, but thanks. I'll take the cute little part. Damn. Nah, I'm cool, Unks. I'm chill. I'm good. I'm aight.
Radiation to monitor their levels at all times. Some areas were off limits, while others could only be visited for a few minutes before radiation levels became unsafe. Even so, they were able to scan key locations, including the Pripyat amusement park, home to the famous rusted Ferris wheel that never officially opened, and the ruins of Reactor 4, now sealed under a massive steel sarcophagus to contain the radiation. Though one of the biggest challenges wasn't just radiation.
Because you're a mod. You're my mod. I hold you to a higher standard. Because you're special like all my mods. Don't queen bees eat their own kind? What? Nuh-uh. I don't think so. Where did you hear that, Levi? That's slander against queen bees. I finished the whole Crash Bandicoot trilogy. Why, Necro? You didn't enjoy it? Why'd you play it then? Technically, I won't go there. Okay. What the heck is that, Blue? It's kind of creepy.
It was the feeling of the place itself. Even decades after the disaster, Chernobyl doesn't feel empty. There are obviously no crowds and no bustling streets, but the silence itself feels unnecessary.
Google tells me it's true, but I'm not a bee. Hence the basement dual purpose. The bad ones get what? Nah. You munching on us in secret, honey? No, I'm not. I'm not. You guys are the bees. I'm like a beekeeper. I'm not a queen bee. Yet. I know that's why I used it. Okay, Blue. I love that I hated the hating part, which I loved it. What? Necro, you speak in riddles and puzzles. I need to decrypt you. It's like the lady in the water tank for marination. Did it already?
Natural. The developers described an eerie atmosphere, and they weren't alone in this feeling. Many visitors to Chernobyl report a similar feeling of a deep sense of unease.
Her older regulars aren't here because she turned them into snacks and ate them on stream. That is untrue. I think most of my older regulars are here, to be honest. I think so. Sorry, I was looking at your names. Don't believe him, Levi. Sugar cubes to sweeten the future. Wow. Honey could... Oh my, I almost read that. Thank you for your sacrifice, though, Liv, if I ever need it.
Especially in areas where people once lived.
Oh my god.
Fears to...
I shouldn't have said that before I read the second part. But I already said it, and I can't unsay it. It's been said. Already, lunch has been packed. I'm gonna head to sleep. Good night, y'all. Good night, Levi. Sweet dreams. Have a good day at work tomorrow.
fathom is different. Unlike games that adapt well-known cases or...
Hunni requires sacrifices Oh my god, Necro. Were you not the one who asked me to slap you last time? Huh? Did you not offer yourself a sacrifice? I didn't even accept that fast. Yeah, it used to be Creamy and Wancho, but unfortunately Wancho is no more and was... Wancho is not a real person and never has been a real person. Wancho did not exist. There's no proof, Blue. There's none. No, There's a clip of it, Necro. It exists. You asking to be slapped multiple times. Thank you, thank you. Wait, huh? What? What? Levi, you were going to bed, weren't you? Don't worry. Do not worry. Have sweet dreams. Poor Wancho. Wancho did not exist. She read it as what? Not anymore. He has never existed. Blue. Blue, we talked about this. Wancho did not exist. Okay? Okay? Okay, let's go.
Urban legends. Fears to Fathom builds its episodes from real-life accounts submitted by ordinary people. These aren't famous cases from history, and they're not the kind of stories that make national news. Instead, they're personal experiences, moments of terror that people have lived through and have never forgotten. Some of these stories were...
I played two of the... Ow! I've played two... Really? Necro? That one came from the other side. It slapped me across. Stop. That was like 6 freaking bears to the face. One of them hit me in the chest. Extremely rude. Dang, Necro. That was like 6,000 points you had saved up just to do that to me. I hope you're proud of yourself. The voice? What's wrong with my voice? Clip? What did you clip? Me getting beat? You think my chest hit the bear? I know the bear hit me. This is not the kind of bear I'm talking about when I say, never mind. Let's go. Let's go.
first posted on forums, Reddit
Don't be proud of yourself, Necro.
threads, or YouTube channels dedicated to real horror stories, like Mr. Nightmare. The first episode, Home Alone, is the perfect example. The story follows a 14-year-old boy named...
Oh, I remember this one. I remember I had to eat lasagna in it. This is one of the first ones I ever streamed, I think. But I had to eat lasagna in it, and the way the kid eats it is freaking crazy. And I died like 3 times. There's a clip of me opening the door stupidly and getting snatched up immediately.
Miles, left alone for the night while his mother is away. At first, everything seems fine. He follows his usual routine, grabbing food, watching telly, and chatting.
There's the lasagna. I told you. Sorry, I'm getting excited. I need to lower my voice. I think I'm yelling directly into my microphone.
With a friend online, but then something feels off. A strange figure appears outside. A knock at the door interrupts the silence. Then Miles receives a text from his mother. Their neighbor, Paula, has just sent her a photo of a man standing outside the house. The message is clear: lock all the doors and wait for the police. At this point, the unease shifts into full-on panic. Suddenly, his own house,
See, the guy was right there, and I freaking opened the door because the mom sends a message that's like, run away or something, like, lock. No, it was lock the door, and I forgot the key to lock the door, so I pressed the, like, interact key instead, and it just opened the freaking door right in the killer's face. Snatch me up. Rest in peace, Wancho. Wancho never... Y'all. Wancho never existed. He never existed. I did not do anything to that man. He's never existed. Blue made him up. Asked Cree. He's not real. Anyway, thanks, Sai. That was an interesting compliment, but I will accept it. It is a whole tray, or was. Oh my god, Bounce. You know, I really like the song Bouncy by ATEEZ, one of my favorite bands. K-pop boy bands. Or not bands, group, I guess. They don't actually play instruments, they just sing. This is... Oh my gosh. He existed. What are you talking about? He was never real. You didn't even know about him until today, and he's not real. Lighting is back. Yeah, that's, you know... Is that true, Blue? Blue has not said anything for a while for a reason. I'm just saying.
Place that should feel most secure becomes a prison, as danger could be lurking just outside, or worse, is already inside. As Miles
Honey, you got 4 text messages. Nobody texts me this late at night usually, except maybe my mom, because she sends me random TikToks. And I'm like, what are you doing awake, woman? It's like 11. You're old. You should have been asleep at like 8 or something. What are you doing sending me like TikToks of an AI chihuahua dancing? She sends me the crazy stuff. And then she's always like, did you watch it? Did you watch it? And I'm like, yes, mom. I watched the 14 TikToks you sent me, okay? Are you all right? Me? I'm good. Are you talking to me? I'm good. I'm all right. I kid. Every ad, 1% goes to the Wancho Fund defeated. He didn't exist. He doesn't have a family. But how will we honor Wancho Roo? He didn't exist. He's not real.
hides under his bed. He hears the sound of a window shattering from the master bedroom. Then the doorbell rings. It's Paula, but something isn't right. Miles is initially hesitant to go to the door, though when he eventually investigates, he can see the intruder's shadow near his parents' bedroom. At this point, he knows running is no longer an option. All he can do is hide and hope the police arrive in time. The story was directly inspired by a submission featured on Mr. Nightmare's channel, where a person recalled a real experience of staying home alone and realizing someone was watching them.
Oh my god. She's got a lizard tail.
Plotting your escape? Don't even think about it.
19...
Should I have been like a lizard VTuber? Is that what I should have been? Should I have had a lizard tail and like dragon horns or something? Was Wancho I never had an imaginary friend. I really wanted one, and I tried to create one. But I fear I'm too much of a realist. It just didn't work for me. I had to have an actual human friend. She just kicked it in as a bystander. I mean, I have no control over what she did. That was an ad. No, you're perfect the way you are. Thank you. I much prefer just being this anyway. Well, you are cold-blooded at one point to be. Excuse me? I'm not cold-blooded. I'm warm-blooded like all mammals. Thank you very much.
Black Friday, developed by Ink Stories, isn't just
Will we finish this video today? I don't know. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark, so maybe. Maybe.
just about playing a character, it's about experiencing history firsthand. You step into the shoes of Reza Shirazi, a young photojournalist returning home to Iran, only to find himself caught in the middle of a revolution. Armed with just a camera, you navigate the streets of Tehran, capturing the protests, the fear, and the violence unfolding around you. But in a world where taking the wrong photo can mean
Distorted, I don't even know where to begin with that. These are mammals? Mammals? I thought they were birds. I'm not a bee. I'm a honey. You guys are bees. Buzz, buzz, buzzing. I saw that, by the way, Necro. Thank you for the black and white. Why are you throwing things at me? What did I do?
imprisonment or worse, every decision you make carries real weight. The entire game is based on real events from 1978 to 79, and the people of Iran rose up against their ruler, the Shah of Iran. The game's creator, Navid Konsari, isn't just some random developer trying to tell a political story. He actually lived through the Iranian Revolution as a child. His first-hand memories, combined with interviews from over 40 real-life survivors, activists, and former prisoners, help shape the game's brutal realism. Unlike other games based on historical events, Black Friday doesn't just reference the past, it recreates it. What makes it more unique is its gameplay. Instead of combat, the game focuses on choice-based storytelling, similar to Telltale games like The Walking Dead. Dialogue trees force you to make split-second decisions, lie to a soldier and risk it in court, or tell the truth and betray your friends. Every action has consequence, and often there's no right answer. But despite its focus on personal decisions, the game never lets you forget the bigger picture. The world around you is deeply immersive, built on real historical details. Protesters chant slogans that were actually shouted in 1979. Government propaganda plays over radios, echoing the Shah's desperate attempts to maintain control. And the photographs you take in-game are based on real...
Why are you beating me up? The heck? Is it because I made the sad puppy eyes? They might work. They're pretty sad. Don't they make you feel a little bit bad? Just a little bit. All the eyes, they work on Psy. How dare you say Wancho's not real? He was my bro. Rue, you never met. Because he didn't exist, you never met Wancho.
Images captured during the revolution, bringing history to life in a way textbooks never could. For many players, this is probably their first real introduction to what happened in Iran. And for others, especially those who lived through it, the game was almost too real. In fact, it was so powerful that the Iranian government outright banned it. But what made it so controversial? And why was this revolution so dangerous to talk about, even decades later? On September 8th, 1978, the streets of Tehran were filled with hope and fear. Thousands of Iranians had gathered in Jaleh Square to protest against the rule of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, demanding the end to his dictatorship. They were unarmed, chanting slogans, holding banners, and standing together in defiance of a government they believed was corrupt and oppressive. What they didn't know was that they were about to walk into a massacre, one that would change the course of history. The Shah had already declared martial law the night before. Public demonstrations had been outlawed, and anyone who defied the ban would be dealt with by force. But the people still came. Protesters filled the square in the early morning hours, believing they had the right to speak out. The Iranian military was already waiting for them. Soldiers blocked the exits surrounding the crowd. Then the order came. Open fire. Machine guns tore through the crowd, sending protesters screaming and running in every direction. People collapsed in the streets, bodies piling up as bullets rained down. Witnesses recalled seeing soldiers shooting indiscriminately, gunning down men, women, and even children. Some tried to flee, but the military had already sealed off escape routes, trapping them in a killing zone. revolution. Estimates vary, but historians believe between 88 and 300 people were killed that day, with hundreds more injured. The Iranian government initially tried to downplay the violence, claiming only a handful of casualties, but the truth was impossible to hide. Survivors shared their stories, and photojournalists, risking their lives, captured images of the bodies left in the street. This was the moment that changed everything. Up until this point, the revolution had been gaining momentum, but it still felt like there was a chance for reform, a way to negotiate with the government. Black Friday erased that hope. For many Iranians, it was proof that the Shah would rather kill his own people than listen
You literally knocked the color back into me.
to them.
How to design
Oh
a
my
PCB with AI in 4
Couldn't have
simple
done an ad
steps.
before.
Step 1. Plan. Describe.
The massacre radicalized the revolution. Protests became larger, angrier, and even more restless. People who had once supported the Shah turned against him overnight. Even members of the military, shaken by what they had been ordered to do, began to defect. In just a few months, the Iranian government would be on the verge of collapse. In 1979 revolution, Black Friday, the horrific event plays out in chilling detail. As Reza Shirazi, the player, is thrown into the middle of the massacre, forced to dodge bullets, capture the chaos with their camera, and witness the horror firsthand. The game doesn't exaggerate what happened. If anything, it tones it down compared to the real thing. But one thing is certain, Black Friday was no accident. The Iranian government saw the protest as a direct threat, and they responded with brute force. Whether it was an international massacre or a desperate act to maintain control, it
Hi, Fusion. Welcome, welcome. Ow. Thank you for buzzing in. You kind-hearted bee. I'm being beat up right now. I don't know why. Hey, friend, looking cozy. Thank you. I put my blanket on for safety, but it's not working.
backfired. Instead of
How are you, by the way? How you doing? Good to see ya.
stopping the revolution, it fueled it. Many of the photos taken in the game are based on real historical images, and the game even shows side-by-side comparisons of Razor's photos with their real-life counterparts. Journalists in 1979 are monitored, arrested, and even killed for their work. The game doesn't shy away from showing this reality, forcing players to face the consequences of their choices, just as the photojournalists had to do at the time. One of the most terrifying aspects of 1979 revolution is its depiction of Savak, the Shah's secret police. They are everywhere, watching, listening, waiting for any excuse to detain and interrogate you. And this wasn't an exaggeration. Savak was very real, and it was one of the most feared intelligence agencies of its time. Established with the help of the CIA and Mossad, Savak specialized in surveillance, censorship, and brutal interrogation techniques. Thousands of political prisoners suffered at their hands. The game's depiction of torture, imprisonment, and forced confessions is based on survivor testimonies, some of which describe conditions far worse than what the game allows players to witness. Many Iranians during this time lived
Dang, Fusion Cat and Green.
in constant fear of being reported to Savak. A casual conversation could be twisted into an act of treason, and once someone was taken in for questioning, there was no guarantee that they would ever be seen again. The game's most haunting sequence is its depiction of Black Friday itself, the day the Iranian soldiers opened fire on the protesters in Jaleh Square. Everything from the layout of the square to the way the crowd moves and reacts was designed to resemble real footage and survivor accounts. The gunfire, the screams, the people running in panic. It was all recreated based on descriptions from those who had been there. The game makes it clear that the player is powerless in this moment. You don't get to change history, you don't get to stop the massacre. All you can do is witness it, just as journalists did in 1978. From the moment the game was released, it was met with widespread praise. Critics called it one of the most powerful and unique historical games ever made. Players who had never learned about the Iranian Revolution were suddenly immersed in its brutal reality. For many, it was an eye-opening experience. But in Iran, the game wasn't just controversial, it was dangerous. The Iranian government didn't take long to respond. Shortly after its release in 2016, 1979 Revolution was officially banned in Iran. The government accused the game of spreading anti-regime propaganda, distorting history, and fueling Western narratives about the revolution. To them, it wasn't a game, it was a direct attack. Iran's National Foundation for Computer Games, the country's top regulatory body for video games, issued a statement condemning 1979 Revolution. They claimed that the game was developed as part of a wider effort to damage the country's image and misrepresent the past. According to them, the revolution was a people's movement, not the chaotic and brutal struggle depicted in the game.
Don't pout your earthly maiden. Who's my earthly maiden? Cute, thank you. And stretch, okay. I'll stretch with my blanket on. I'm gonna leave it on too. Oh my goodness. I don't know why, but I just remembered I need to walk to my lemon tree and get some lemons off it. But not right now, because it's freaking dark outside. And there's spiders and stuff. I'm not going out there. I'll do it in the morning.
The government-controlled media called the game hostile and branded its creator, Navid Konsari, a traitor. The ban wasn't just about protecting the government's version of events, it was part of a much larger pattern of censorship in Iran. Since the revolution, the government has strictly controlled how history is taught and remembered. Certain events like Black Friday are rarely discussed in detail. Stories about human rights abuses under the Shah's rule are well documented, but the darker sides of the revolution itself, the mass executions, the political purges, are often left out of state-approved history. Konsari, the creator of the game, who had worked on massive franchises like GTA and Max Payne, suddenly found himself on the Iranian government's blacklist, and as a result, he has been unable to return to Iran. He expressed concerns about the potential dangers he might face if he were to go back, citing Iran's record of arresting individuals without clear cause, particularly journalists. Konsari has been advised against traveling to Iran due to these risks. And that concludes today's video. If you want
That was the end of the video. We finally made it to the end of the 42-minute video. And it only took us 2 hours. It took 2 hours. Oh my god. Your green hair makes you look like an Earth Maiden from fantasy animes. I think you might have said that last time. I don't remember. But it feels familiar. And I will accept it. Snakes. Ooh. I've only seen a snake one time. And it was in my house. In my kitchen. When I first bought this place. But it was like a little field snake. So I just took it outside. It was fine. But I've never seen one since then, thankfully. Are we gonna mourn Wancho now? No, because he didn't exist. There's nothing to mourn. I had to stay up to midnight for my daily Discord Wordle reset. Now I eeps. Levi, you're supposed to be in bed. Go to bed, Levi. Get some sleep. Hi Prince, how you doing? Welcome, welcome.
want something else to watch or listen to, there's a video on screen that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy.
Uh-huh. I know how YouTube works. Serious. Oh, I forgot I added this one. This one is a cringe compilation, which I've never done before, but it's short, so you're gonna endure it with me against your will, unless you leave. But hopefully you won't. None of y'all. It's 9 a.m. where you are, Prince? It's 12. It's midnight where I am. It's 12:02, exactly. The blinding white light? Sorry, I blinded you. Night-night, Levi. I'll see you next time. Did I say what this was? It's by CringeGan. I don't know who that is, but it's just TikTok cringes. I need to turn my light on when watching your streams from now on. Probably. It's not good for your eyes to be in the dark watching something. You should have it on dim at least. Okay, is he trying to lip sync to the song? Because he's not doing a good job. Pinocchio Unstrung movie gets released next month? Oh, that's the horror movie about Pinocchio, huh? Meh. My doc said I'll be fully blind by the end of the year early. What? Oh my god, Unks. I hope your doctor's wrong. Obsessed? Is that the name of the song? How old are they? They look like high schoolers. He's lip syncing. You're used to cringe stuff, are you? I don't watch a lot of cringe stuff because I'm one of those people that get secondhand cringe really bad. Like sometimes it hurts inside when I cringe that hard. Just got my new glasses today and it shows how bad I need to get new ones actually. Being lazy about it. Teens. Oh my god. Can it stop? Why is their stomach round? Oh my god. I'm gonna get hit with a copyright. I need to mute it. I'm literally gonna get hit with a copyright on YouTube now by, oh. Oh my god, I accidentally muted it. Oh my god. I basically only have tunnel vision. What did you just see, Shadow? I don't know. I don't know what we just saw. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm sorry I had to see that. But I saw it. Well then, it's just a very chubby furry, I think. I don't know. A pregnant wolf? Is that what it was supposed to be? Okay.
Water out of a hamster water bottle because it confirms my identity as an animal.
As a what now, sir? Oh.
What?
Jesus. This is why we get bullied, because people like you. I might as well just quit. I've seen a lot. I'm already 23. I've been a furry since I was 7. I'm probably done. Thank you.
With your heart on the line, I really fucked it up this time. Deny my day.
What?
Deny my
Lines in the twilight.
What was that even? What even was that? What was happening? I don't know. It's none of my business. We're seeing a lot of different things. None of them have been good. I mean, the guy that was dancing wasn't that bad. He didn't really make me cringe. He was trying his best. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god. How long is this video? We're 1 minute in. That's further than I think we were the last time. Alright.
That make me cringe.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Okay, I've seen something like this before. I liked the Twilight movies. I'm that kind of person. But I recognize that they're garbage. I can recognize that and still enjoy it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take my blanket off. I think I'm getting warm. I think I will. There we go. All right.
Bella,
Ah,
where the hell have you been, Loca?
loca.
Let's face it, I am hotter than you. I hope you got
I mean, he wasn't wrong, at least in that moment.
enough sleep.
Because, like, Edward, no offense, is like a string bean. And at that point, he was working out quite a bit, Jacob, so... I mean, I would have gone for the wolf too, but alright. Yes, Hunni is a Twilight fan. I knew I liked your stream for a reason. Well, I'm glad you have a reason to like my stream, Bam. I saw a clip a few days ago and they weren't even playing with a hacky sack in the parking lot. They were just kicking their feet. There's also one, I don't know if they'll put it here, but apparently in the movie, Bella like reaches over and grabs a piece of celery, like a celery stick, and just starts munching it. And it's from the, I forget her name, but it's the girl from Pitch Perfect, the main actress. It's like off of her plate. She just like stills it, and it's her first time meeting them supposedly at the school. And she just reaches over and stills celery off the other girl's plate. I too would have given Bella a look like, excuse me? Are you trying to get bit?
These last 18 years, because you won't be getting any more for a while.
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
언니짱. 언니짱. 아메리칸 아이스크림.
It's not that bad. She's just doing a makeup tutorial or whatever. Or not a tutorial, but like a makeup reveal. And she looks like the character from Horizon Dawn. that what it's called? I beat it. You think I would know the name of it, but it's been a while. It was like when it first came out. What? Peyton Parrish, Dregner of the Ragnarok? I don't know who that is. I recognize Ragnarok as a word.
Happy birthday, dear Christopher. Happy birthday.
I could have gone without seeing that. I'm not gonna lie. Alloy? Yeah. She's named after metal. I know that song anywhere, do you? Is that the name of the song? And singer? Okay, that makes more sense. What is happening? Wow, it took me this long to realize this is supposed to be My Hero Academia. Should have committed what? Committed what? Like a crime? Or been committed? I literally just watched Sonic 2 earlier just because I wanted to. It's on Netflix, by the way, in the US. And I love it. I love all the Sonic movies. You hate MHA? Why? I've only seen the first season. It's in my like to someday hopefully be finished watching list. She's so eager to commit crimes. Me? I'm not. I'm so innocent and never would commit a crime that I would get caught for. Oh my god. Oh nice, an ad. I've never been more relieved to see an ad.
Options, Theseus. Prepare for an orbital strike.
Yeah, Theseus.
Are you sure, Nessa?
I don't like it either. But if the swarm figures out warp, nobody will be able to stop them.
I don't know what this is.
Nobody at your service.
Booker? What the hell are you doing?
We're gonna skip it though. Good night, Rue. Well, I don't know if you're going to sleep, but goodbye, Rue. Thanks for hanging with me. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And I'll see you soon, I hope. Oh, okay, I'm gonna hydrate now. Thank you for the hydration, Distorted. The Swarm? Yeah, Prince the Swarm. What, Uggs? That's crazy. But I guess it depends. That could be kind of cute. Can't stand watching anime with someone talking through. Oh. I fear I'm one of those people where if I watch a movie, I'm like, who's that actor? What is he from? It's something I have in common with my brother, so we like to watch movies together because we don't annoy each other. And we'll both be like excited, like, let's Google who it is. Let's look it up. Where do we see them from? But that could be very annoying for other people, so I try to rein it in. I try. But I usually pause the movie at least. I don't just talk over it, usually. Sometimes. Oh crap, I muted it, I think. Oh no, it just doesn't have sound. What the heck? It didn't have sound. It was just zooming in on his forehead. Pausing every 5 seconds? Nah, not that bad. Not that bad. That's fine, but are you wording every quote? Well, nah. Not like that. I just mean like if I see an actor, it'll bother me if I don't know where they're from. So I have to look it up. I do that too. You're the same way too, Liv? Twin. Amazon always has the facts of the... Yeah, that's one thing I like about watching on Prime, except I get hit with ads on stupid Prime. But other than that, yeah, I like that it shows the actors and actresses, but it doesn't always show what they're from. And sometimes that's what I need to know. Like, I saw them in a movie. What movie was it? That kind of thing. Oh, FNAF. Yeah. For real, twins, BRB. Okay, Liv. No worries. Get hydrated, girl. This doesn't seem cringe though. Like, what's wrong with it?
Feels like to be strangled to death. First, you feel the pressure in your throat. And you start to taste something. Very sour in your mouth. Then, it's like...
What? Why he kind of look like, what's that? Oh my god, he was like 30, but he looked like he was like 10 or something. Andy Milonakis or I don't know. But that's what he looked like to me.
What the Sigma?
I think he had a TV show. I didn't actually watch it. I just remember being like, who is this child saying crazy stuff? But he was not a child, he was a grown man.
Hi, my name is... Instead, I'm 17 years old. I am very similar to you. Did...
How bad could I possibly be? Let's see. All the customers are fighting.
I don't like this. I didn't like that. I didn't enjoy that. Aren't they supposed to be in sync?
Oi, watch this. Oi, Sarah. Yeah?
I'm briefly back for a bit. I forgot I need to make a schedule for work. Levi, you're supposed to be sleeping, sir. But welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And Liv is back with a snack and water. Just being silly, yeah. Never sleep.
TT? What does that mean? I can't tell you. You just have to answer. Yes or no. Well, how can I answer without knowing what it is? You just have to. Yes or no. Are you TT? No. Oh my god, everybody. Sarah isn't toilet trained. I am not doing this.
What? Thanks for making me blue, by the way, Liv. I'm very beautiful. Thanks. Oh my god, another one. This kind of looks like Shangri-La Frontier. I might have tuned out during that last one. I'm not gonna lie. I think I disassociated. I need to make the schedule tonight so I can have time to nap after shift tomorrow. Fair. Valid. Hopefully it doesn't take you too long to make it. Welkies. Oh god. Okay, he's making fun of them. That's not cringe. Oh my god. He has like a makeup filter on, by the way. He's trying to look prettier. You've seen worse, Sai? What kind of cringe are you watching?
When you text your coworker instead of your girlfriend.
I literally triple check before I send messages because I've done something stupid like this, but not to someone I work with. Yeah, I always check who you're sending a message to before you send, especially if you're sending pictures or anything like that. Just always double check is all I'm saying. Is there no sound? I thought I muted it. I did not mute it. There's just no sound. Isn't that normal? What, accidentally sending a message to the wrong person? Or checking 3 times? Oh my god, look at her nails! You can see her real natural nail right here. See my natural nails? They're like here-ish. And even that's too long. This is bananas. I don't know how she does anything. But I have to type, so I like have to have manageable nails. Can't have crazy nails. That's like, what's her name? Lady Deathstrike or something? She's like an X-Men character. Not accidentally? What are you doing, Prince? What are you up to?
Para empezar, estuve investigando del por qué, no sé, les atrae o les gusta escuchar el Good Girl. Y es porque sale en la película de 360.
Why is he doing a deeper voice?
Así que va, lo voy a decir por ustedes. Apúntese.
That's a fake voice. As a child. Oh my god, this guy again? He's petting himself.
You cannot be for real. Oh my god, you for real. No, you for fake. No, you for real. And I hope I'm not sounding too desperate.
Hope you enjoy watching this, baby girl.
Oh my god. He looks like he's 12 to me. Where's his mother? She needs to take his phone. Or he needs a big sister. Smack him down. You mean you could type with your Ursula didn't have long fingernails, first of all. And yes, I can type with my nails. I can't remember the last time I saw a grown man pet himself. But you have seen a grown man pet himself, Levi, is what you're saying. That's very interesting. I would love to know the circumstances, but you know, keep your privacy, keep your secrets.
See you at school tomorrow, baby girl.
No.
I love you.
No. Stop. No.
I do. It's true.
Put the eyebrows
I love you more
down.
than anything else in the world.
No. Stop.
Bye, baby girl. Stay perfect.
Stop.
Just for...
Ew. Nah. La tía mía. Excuse, what, Levi? I got mirrors in my apartment. You know what? That's fair. If it makes you feel good, you do it, Levi. Self-care is important. Why are you petting somebody else, Uggs? We keep our hands to ourselves. Hunni got rizzed. No, I did not. I got cringed. I've seen too many memes of that puppet. What? Is it a puppet? Sometimes a brother needs a pet. Get a cat. Or a hamster. Actually, don't get a hamster. They're super mean and they bite you a lot, in my experience. You think they're going to be small and fluffy and loving, but nah, they're pretty evil. They're like little demons inside small furry bodies. And I can attest, holy water does not work on them because my mom had some on her dresser and I had an evil pet hamster and spritzing it with the holy water did nothing. It just made it angrier. What was oh my god. He's petting himself again. Is this not the same one? Did it start over?
You cannot be for real. Oh my god, you for real?
It did.
No, you for real.
I'm gonna look away. It's not happening if I'm not looking.
What is that?
No, you didn't borrow my lip gloss. I wouldn't even let my best friend borrow my lip gloss. I saw the people she would kiss. Nah. I don't share my lip gloss with nobody.
Lip gloss.
My god.
Demi.
Oh my god. Stop. Okay. What is oh, okay. What the heck did I just see? Stop. Stop. What you trying to do to me now? Oh. Best game? What? I seen a clip of a baby using his father's lip gloss on his... What? I've seen a clip of a baby bringing a cup of water to his dad, and the dad keeps drinking it because it's like a toddler, you know, and he thinks it's cute. Like, oh, he's bringing me water. And then the mom follows the toddler because she's videotaping, and the toddler is getting toilet water. Yeah, oh, did you see it too, Unks? Whatever. Sometimes the brain needs a break to buffer. Yeah, that's true. My brain needs that often. The ads are more cringe than the cringe video. Sometimes, yeah. The video could have been worse. Yeah, that wasn't the worst I've seen. I've seen some cringe videos on like TikTok when I'm scrolling, but I usually scroll past them. I don't usually watch the whole thing. This is my playlist I made though. Why is this all highlighted? I didn't click up there. What the heck? This is another one that I had set up for us to watch, but it's like long. This is like 2 hours. I don't know if we're going to be watching that today. Well, I guess we could start it. We're not going to watch the whole thing. Otherwise, I'll be streaming for like 6 hours. And that's madness on a Wednesday. It's 12:28 right now, so maybe like another half hour. So we'll see. What do you mean not the whatever? Did I say whatever? Probably. It sounds like me. Sounds like something I'd do. This one's from Chezoid. I don't know what this channel is. I'm not subscribed to it because I'm terrible. If I like it, maybe I will. 45 times cameras caught disturbing forest encounters. This is a dog. I don't think they have ads. They're like me, not monetized. We just do it for the love of the game.
Settling video was posted on TikTok by a woman named Tasha. In it, she shares how her dog Bella may have...
Because I saw the same vid as you, you would have heard me. It's because you said it faster than I could say it.
...saved her from a potentially dangerous encounter near a river in the wooded area of Mount Pleasant, Michigan. At first, everything seems peaceful. Tasha is sitting by the water with Bella by her side. But the calm scene quickly turns tense when a man suddenly emerges.
See that? Woman enjoying her life with her faithful dog named Bella after Twilight, probably. And what comes to ruin her day? Human.
Emerges from the river and starts.
He's emerging from the river like a freaking sea monster? What the heck? The swamp man? Maybe. I don't know.
Walking toward them. Sensing something was wrong, Bella immediately jumps into action, barking aggressively and positioning herself between Tasha and the stranger.
That's a German Shepherd too. They don't mess around. Not with their people.
What are you doing? You can't get out here, sir. No! Don't! Don't come! Don't come! What are you doing?
Even though Tasha tells him that he's not allowed to come ashore there, the man doesn't leave and starts acting strangely. At one point, he crouches down as if trying to hide and speaks in slurred, incoherent sentences. Bella keeps barking.
He's probably drunk or on drugs or both. None of it is good. Can't be a woman without man. That's because men made languages, and man is incomplete without woman. I don't need a woman, I need a queen or a goddess. That's a big ask. Queen or a goddess? You can't just have a regular? What about a princess?
Keeping him at a distance, while Tasha calls for help.
What about a baroness? Robot? Actually, I just saw, I don't know what I was watching on freaking YouTube. YouTube just throws things at me and sometimes I just let it play stuff. But I was watching a video of, like, in China, they're making companion robots. Like, for people to love. And to take care of old people. They look creepy as heck, though. They look so scary. Could be having a diabetic. That's true. He could be having a medical emergency. But then he should be asking for help. Princesses whine too much when they don't get their way. Hunni, for example. I knew that was coming. I could feel it. Yeah, we also have artificial wound. What? Do you, Prince?
What are you doing? You're not taking my tube, boy. I'm recording. It is. I seen all of you. I got all of you on camera.
I'm with them, right?
Then go get with them.
Later, when Tasha rewatched the footage, she noticed that Bella had started whining a few minutes before the man even appeared, almost as if she sensed the danger before it happened. The post was flooded with comments praising Bella's instincts. One person wrote something along the lines of, "Imagine if she didn't have that dog. Thank God she did. Someone give that pup a steak." According to Tasha, it was later revealed that the man was a known thief in the Mount Pleasant area. Thanks to Bella's alertness, the situation never...
And they got his mug shot up and everything. What do you mean? What? I wasn't being sus. I would have let the dog... Yeah, but then you get in trouble. I wouldn't. A Steve? What's a Steve? I mean, I know it's a name. For science does for a few years now. A thief? Better safe than sorry. Yeah. Maybe I need a giant dog. Maybe then I would like go outside more. By myself. Well, within my dog, I guess. But I like little dogs. I like being able to pick them up and squish them. Can't do that with a big dog. They'll just sit on you instead. But I do like the solid thwack of like smacking them. Like nicely, I mean, you know how dogs like to be pat on their like backs and their like rump area? big dog. I'm not so small that I could ride on a dog. That would be bad for the dog. I love either comically large dogs or comically small dogs, Levi. I used to have a Chihuahua when I was a teenager, and then I had pugs, which are kind of like the biggest of the miniature breed. Did I tell you I watched the new Mummy movie? No. The horror one where it's like the daughter, I mean, is like mummifying or something. Is that the one? I think it's on HBO, but I haven't watched it yet because I wasn't sure if it was going to be good or not. After I watched The Nun on HBO and it was awful, I felt let down by horror movies in general. Yes, it was. You were shooketh by some parts. Maybe I'll watch it then. The trailer looked pretty good. I got a couple golden retrievers. They are the sweetest. Aw, I love golden retrievers. They're cute. You were looking forward to the Mummy? I'm looking forward to the Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser, the new one. You had a Chihuahua too. His name was Godzilla. I'm sure it fit his personality. I want the next Predator movie to come out. I haven't seen the more recent one where he's like carrying around a cyborg or something, but I want to watch it. Same, I love me some Brendan Fraser. He's awesome. I love him. And I love the original, like, first two Mummy movies. I don't really... is there a third? There's one where the original actress didn't come back and I did not enjoy that she was not there. He was one of my first crushes. Was he, Liv? One of my first crushes was when I saw David Bowie in The Labyrinth, and it doesn't make sense because David Bowie is not a particularly handsome man. By traditional standards, but there's something about him being the Goblin King. You know, his outfit. I don't know if you saw his outfit, but yeah. Anyway,
escalated, and Tasha walked away unharmed.
Babe with the power. Who do you do what?
These images were captured by a trail camera in the wooded area near Waitsboro, North.
What the heck? She's just walking through the woods and that's a pair of a bra and panty that do not match, I fear. If you're going to be out like without clothes, at least wear a matching set, you know?
North Carolina, back in August 2021. The cameras had been set up to monitor wildlife, which is evident from the deer feeder placed directly in front of the camera. But instead of animals, the camera captured a barefoot blonde woman wandering through the forest late at night.
I'd be concerned that something terrible happened to her. That she needs help. Because she's using a stick for support. Prime resets tomorrow. Am I your free Prime? Goblins are great. Yeah. I've said before, if David Bowie... Well, Jareth, the Goblin King, had snatched my little brother. You know what? He would have been a goblin. He would have been part of my kingdom. He would have been fine. I could have married the Goblin King and been the Goblin Queen. And I could have been sung to every day by David Bowie. So, fair trade. I love horror movies, though, which is weird because they used to freak me out. Really? I've always loved horror movies. They don't really scare me, though. That's the problem. I'm really picky about horror movies. I judge them really harshly. Because it can't be just a bunch of gore. I have to, like, genuinely feel fear for it to be good. And most of the time, that's foreign horror movies. More so than American-made ones, I fear. You'll have to send me some recs. I'm very horror movie and I believe I'd kick it with Sir Didymus all day. Depends on what you're into.
She was holding a long branch, using it for support as she walked. Interestingly, in the earlier photos, she wasn't carrying the branch yet, leading some to believe she may have injured her legs or feet later on. In one of the images, the woman appears to rush past the camera, almost as if she was hurrying somewhere or running from someone. Several months later, in May 2022,
it's because we don't have gladiator game. What would we use gladiator games for, though? I guess you could use them for prisoners, but it would have to be like, nah. But the problem with that is there's innocent people in prison, so that wouldn't work. I was gonna say like the worst of the worst, like people who hurt children, women, the elderly, the vulnerable, like truly heinous stuff, but there are innocent people in prison, so that wouldn't work. I'm not into the straight up gore movies. Like, yeah, I've seen the Terrifier movies, but they're not my go-to. Terrifier movies are in trouble. Things that are real world adjacent, not super paranormal stuff, but things that you could see realistically happening. Yeah, Levi, that's what I'm always saying. Things that could actually happen to you are as much scarier than like a ghost or gore. I think it would work. Makes people think a bit more before doing crime. I suppose that's true.
The remains of an unidentified woman were discovered not far from the same location after having been in the forest for nearly a year.
What?
Due to the advanced state of decomposition, investigators were unable to identify her, though parts of her clothing had remained intact. Detectives noticed that the clothing closely resembled what the woman in the photographs had been wearing. After the images were released online, internet users began trying to figure out who the mysterious woman was. One possible identity was Amber Ray Johnston, who disappeared in August 2021 after a strange Facebook livestream. Another theory pointed to Michelle Wright, a North Carolina resident who vanished earlier that same year in February 2021. But despite the many theories and
But this was taken in August. And if she disappeared February, are they saying she was in the woods for 4 months? That seems unlikely. I would not last a week in the woods. I'm going to be honest. I can't start a fire. I can't build a shelter. I don't know how to like collect and find clean water. I have no survival skills whatsoever. I would just probably curl up and die in the wilderness.
in the ongoing investigation, the identity of the woman in the photos, and what—
Wait, what? Like, ghosts and ghouls ain't anything crazy, but watching an old grandma walk around her house in the middle of the night with a knife mumbling under her breath because she has dementia? No thanks. Yeah, stuff like that. Or like, children. That sounds weird. Like a horror movie where like the parent wakes up and the kid is just like staring at them or doing something unnatural, you know? Like not supernatural, like floating in the air or anything, but like the kid is just like standing on the end of the bed staring down at the parents wide-eyed, or just standing in the middle of their room with their head tilted back staring at the ceiling, making weird sounds, stuff like that. Way scarier than like a serial killer movie or like ghosts, monsters, whatever. I worked in memory care after watching the movie The Visit Live. Never again. What's The Visit? I don't think I've seen that. That sounds familiar though.
What truly happened to her remains a mystery to this day.
Oh, what is this now? Neverness to everness again.
This is Mike, a traveler who takes his viewers to unusual and sometimes risky places around the world. He shares his journeys on his YouTube channel, Fearless and Far. One of his trips to Turkey went far beyond a typical travel vlog and turned into a truly terrifying experience. Mike set out to explore an ancient castle. Very little is known about the castle's history, but locals are convinced that something sinister is hidden inside. Because of its dark reputation, it has even earned a nickname tied to danger and the supernatural. As evening approached and the sun dipped behind the mountains, Mike discovered a hidden path and began exploring the area. He was visibly tired and—
This looks like the thing I climbed in, oh my god. Why is my brain like this? I literally just beat this game on stream not that long ago. Where you're like a brother and sister. Oh, the one with the troll. The giant troll, mountain troll. Bramble. Oh my god, that took a while. It looks like the area I climbed repeatedly where my sister goes missing when he snatches her up. Tomorrow's Palworld's full release. I tried Palworld on Xbox Game Pass back when I had it, so like, I don't even know, when it first came out on Xbox. And it was okay, but I didn't get super into it. It was too hard, I think. I didn't give it enough time to really learn how to play it. I was still into Conan Exiles. 2 kids go to stay with their grandparents. Turns out things aren't what they seem. Ooh, I bet the grandparents aren't their grandparents or something. I wonder if they've ever met their grandparents. Like, they go to stay with their grandparents without their mom or someone driving them there. Like, you know what I mean? And then they get there And they're like, Grandma, Grandpa, because they've never seen him. And it turns out it's just like some other couple that murdered their grandparents. I'm just guessing based off of like horror movies that I've seen. Something like that. That or they're possessed. One or the other. I shouldn't be looking up horror movie trailers right as I'm about to sleep. Do you get scared easy, Levi? I can literally watch like the most horrific thing and then go to sleep. Sleep really good, actually. I almost never have nightmares. And when I do have nightmares, I realize it's a nightmare and then it transitions into like a boring dream. Actually, my most like common dream is like I'm living in a giant house with my mom again. Well, I didn't grow up in a giant house, but I always dream I'm living with my mom again. Maybe that means I want to go home and live with her. Probably. What? I shall not spoil it. That's the best time to. Honey does it all the time. I do what? It's different when I have honey as a filter to soften the horror. Well, I'm glad to make you feel better. I'll happily be your security blanket or plushie or something. I don't know. I'll watch horror movies, then scroll on my phone. I have nightmares without watching horror. Yay for trauma. Oh, I'm sorry, Liv. Should make Honey watch Fear Factor with I've seen... Not Fear Factor, but the Traitors, where they had cockroaches thrown on their faces and stuff. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't give me nightmares. It would bother me if it was happening to me. But fortunately, it's not. It's on TV. We all dream of being giant house. I said being in a giant house. I didn't dream of becoming a giant house. That's the plot of Monster House, isn't it? Well, sure, but I'm actually trying to get some sleep tonight. Emotional support, Honey. Yeah, that's what I meant, Levi. Thank you for wording it better. Violet plushie? Maybe someday. That'd be cute. Like a plushie. Or a body pillow or something. Because then it's just, I think, a pillowcase. That'd probably be easier to make. If I had a Violet plushie, Moki would shred it up. Well, you gotta put it somewhere safe, Unks. You gotta take care of me. Don't leave me on the floor. Where Moki could get me and do who knows what.
And still needed to find a place to camp before the...
Throws money. I'll take 2 of each with different expressions. Dang, Vamp. Moki can get on top of your fridge. Do you have superpowers? What the heck?
Cold night set in. Despite that, he wanted to explore the castle and see if it could be a safe spot to stay. Wandering through its crumbling sections, Mike walked along ancient stone corridors, peeked into strange openings in the walls, and came across frayed wires, likely from an old lighting system. At the time, it seemed like a minor detail, but it would turn out to be crucial later. The castle stood in total isolation. By the time he set up camp and lit a fire, darkness had completely fallen.
I'd be more concerned with that castle falling apart around me. Like, it looks like it's gonna fall off that cliff. Schedule's complete. I now return to Sleepyland. Good night again. Good night again, Levi. Sleep tight. Stay safe and healthy till we meet again.
It was then that Mike realized his headlamp, one of his most important tools, had gone missing. With no light and no working lamp, he made a makeshift torch and went off in search of his gear. There was no nearby lighting, only his flickering flame and thick darkness all around, and that's when everything changed.
A gunshot. I didn't hear it, and I continued around the side of the castle in view of the path.
How can he jump? How can he jump 4 feet high? The heck? I can't jump that high. I don't know how high I can jump, but it's definitely not that high. I'm a hydrate, by the way. Delicioso. All right.
2 more gunshots.
I hear that kind of thing all the time. I'm in America. I don't even blink anymore.
They zip overhead. Guys, someone came with a gun and fired shots at the castle. They're firing shots at me. I have 2 choices. Stay in the castle and hold my ground, hoping this is just some simple misunderstanding, that they think I'm some mischievous kid.
They're coming closer. I don't want to do.
They were probably shooting them as warning shots. I had a Dr. Pepper float earlier. That sounds good, except ice cream, like I can't have a lot of it. I have to control how much I have. He can just go to Drachenfels instead. Is that a castle? I'm assuming. So refreshing. I haven't had soda in so long, Liv. Why? Do you not like soda? Dairy-free ice cream? But it doesn't taste as good, Unks. I'd rather have the dairy kind and just portion it. Yeah, kind of. What do you mean, kind of? How is it kind of a castle?
I don't know what to do. Or grab my things and run. Maybe they're drunk, crazy locals. Or maybe worse.
The first gunshot was so subtle, he almost didn't notice it. As he kept moving along the castle wall, stepping into a more open area, he suddenly heard 2 more shots. This time, unmistakable. Bullets zipped overhead. Then came more shots.
I love soda, but I was sicky, so it's... Oh, okay, I get you. That's fair. When I get sick, I usually just drink water and Gatorade, and that's it. They have oat milk ice cream here. They probably have that here, too. I just probably haven't looked for it, to be honest. I have my favorites, and I just go back to them over and over. At the top is a tower, and below that is a big mansion. What? Drachenfels? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna have to look it up, see what it looks like.
Closer, more frequent. It became clear someone was either shooting at him or very near him. Mike had to decide. Stay and hope it was a misunderstanding, or run. He didn't take chances. Grabbing only the essentials, he bolted into the night, leaving the rest of his gear behind.
What would you choose? What would you do?
I wouldn't be there.
I ran.
I wouldn't. I don't know if I would run. I would walk quickly away. I'm not trying to sprain my ankle again. And with my luck, I would definitely roll down the hill to my demise. So walk is definitely. But also, I would not be there by myself in the darkness.
Everything behind. And now I'm trying to find a safe place to go. That's in there. With a flashlight. You hear those gunshots? They don't want me here.
In the darkness, he spotted a light in the distance. Someone with a flashlight sweeping the area. It was clear he wasn't welcome here. Mike quickly messaged a friend who lived nearby. The friend replied that police were already conducting a search in the area, apparently looking for a suspect, possibly a looter or something worse. Authorities had mistaken Mike himself for that person.
Hello, hello. Merhaba. Hi.
Mike, where are you from?
From Canada.
Canada.
You made me very slick. It's a big gun.
Yok,
No,
sorun
no.
yok. No problem.
No problems.
Turkish. Hoş geldin. You are welcome.
Nereye? Aşağı mı inmiştin? Yeah.
Çağırdık seni. Sen neredeydin?
Can I make video?
No.
No?
No.
No, okay. You thought I was a you thought I was a thief.
Yeah.
The only thing I was taking was photos. How many bullets did you shoot?
4 or 5.
4 or 5 bullets.
Yeah.
And then you? 3. So 5. 5 from a pistol and
The
3
heck?
from a AK-47 or something.
Why were they shooting then? Was it just warning to get his attention? Like, why weren't they yelling too? Especially if they knew his name. Why not yell, Mike? You walked up there a few times, Prince. To the tower is a little dangerous though because the path is narrow. Is it abandoned? Like you can just wander around it?
Something similar.
Mike, fuck you, children.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck? And then I ran so fast.
I ran so fast, I couldn't get away.
In the dark with no light, up a cliff, I could have frickin' died.
Soon after, military personnel arrived. They ordered him back to the camp, surrounded him with weapons drawn, and began questioning him. But once they realized who he was, just a Canadian tourist with a camera, trying to spend the night in an old castle, their tone changed. Surprisingly, the soldiers were kind. They even gave him a ride to a hotel and told him to rest after everything he'd been through. The next day, Mike began piecing everything together. Those wires he found at the entrance? They were part of the lighting system. Locals, seeing a strange car and a man with camera equipment, assumed he was a treasure hunter. When the authorities...
Is there treasure there? It's like a falling apart castle. What's he gonna steal? It's not really abandoned. There's stalls and restaurants on the way up, and a museum. There is a ton of Oh, okay. So it's like a tourist thing. That sounds cool. I want to go to Europe and explore old castles, like in Scotland and Ireland. There's so many over there, though, in so many countries. There's another tower near the park here as well. Ooh. I just want to live my dream when I was a little girl, and I thought I was going to grow up and, like, live in a castle, which Beauty and the Beast lied to me. I still have not met a very hairy prince yet, but someday maybe.
Arrived and discovered that the castle's lighting had gone out, their suspicions deepened. The lighting is intentionally kept on at night, to discourage intruders. But that night, the lights weren't working. Mike was inside, and the control box...
I said what I said, Prince.
...at the entrance had been damaged. The police concluded someone had deliberately disabled the lights to move around undetected. It was all one big coincidence, but an incredibly unfortunate one. Mike admitted he couldn't stop thinking about how differently things might have ended. What if it hadn't been the military who found him, but real criminals or hostile individuals? Luckily, he walked away unharmed, and now has one of the most intense stories ever shared on his channel.
Did you see that new anime coming out later? Ninjas vs. Dinosaurs Jurassic Shadows. Looks good. No, I didn't. I honestly don't keep up that much with what's coming out. I just kind of notice them when they appear on Crunchyroll or Netflix or Amazon. And I'm just like, oh, that's new. Add it to my list, my massive list.
A man named Eric took his son deer hunting on a piece of private land where they had official permission to be. But from the very beginning, something felt off. There was already a stranger on the property, armed.
Hey man, who are you?
Who the hell are y'all?
Eric, and this is my son. We're about to go down here and hunt. Do you have permission to hunt here?
Yep.
From who?
Landowner.
Who's the landowner?
He's up by the road, I think.
Get the landowner.
Yes, that was his name. Yeah.
So gave you permission?
Yep.
He's told me, last time I talked to him, he said he's not going to give him any permission to anyone other than me and my son.
I guess he told you wrong.
Okay, then I'll call him.
Hey, why are you filming me?
He can film whoever he wants. Hey, stay back, man, because we don't know you. You don't know us. We're just trying to go to our stand and hunt and have a peaceful day. Keep them.
When Eric tried to speak with him, things escalated quickly. The man claimed he also had permission from the landowner. Eric seriously doubted that, having heard nothing about any other author.
Only saw that Star Wars anime because YouTube... There's a Star Wars anime? What? Take my revenue. What? Oh, because of the ad. Yeah. The ad gotcha. Gotcha real good.
Authorized hunters. He immediately called the landowner to confirm, and the response was clear. The stranger had no right to be there. While Eric was still on the phone, the man's demeanor changed dramatically.
Hey, have you given permission to this, somebody to come out here and hunt besides me and my son? Just a guy in a camo jacket, blue jeans, boots, got a gun, he's not even wearing orange. Okay, man. You do not have permission to hunt here. Who, do you live around here?
I'm going to my truck.
Where's your truck?
I don't trust you.
Well, we dang sure don't trust you because you're not allowed to hunt here.
I just wanted to have a day of deer hunting.
And besides, the road's not even that way. How did you get into this property?
The damn road is over there.
I don't know what road you're talking about.
I'm getting away from y'all.
You're acting like we're the issue, dude. You're hunting property where you're not supposed to be. You're trespassing.
Y'all are shit.
He became visibly nervous, increasingly aggressive, and at one point even drew his weapon. Eric confronted him directly, stating that he was trespassing and illegally hunting on private property. Instead of owning up to it, the man acted as if Eric and his son were the ones causing trouble. He refused to explain how he got onto the land and eventually tried to walk away. The tension kept rising, and for a moment, it felt like the situation could spiral out of control. Fortunately, it didn't. The man left without further incident. Still, the encounter with an armed trespasser could have ended very differently. It was a dangerous reminder of how quickly things can go wrong in the woods.
Good lord, that ends so abruptly. Welcome back from the ads, by the way. Forest neighbor.
Almost every night, a sleepwalking neighbor shows up in the backyard and starts doing genuinely disturbing things.
Every night? They don't have a fence in their backyard. I don't know how people do that. Like, I know in some states or some areas, everybody's yard is just open to each other. Nah. I don't want people in my yard. My yard has a fence, like it should.
A woman named Mandy, who lives in western Massachusetts, began sharing dozens of unsettling videos.
I feel like if I put out bear traps, I would be going to jail, Prince. I fear that's where I would be. And I'm too adorable to be in jail. I wouldn't last. I'm not made for jail. I'm made for, like, comfortable inside living.
On TikTok, all captured by security cameras around her home.
That's the problem, Sai. That's what I would be there.
In each clip, the same pattern repeats. The neighbor lives nearby, yet for some reason, she regularly walks.
She like wearing a princess dress while she's sleepwalking in the middle of the woods or whatever, people's backyards. Just get a jail wife. I would have to survive. And I don't want to. But I would have to.
Walks over to Mandy's house late at night and wanders around the
Have you ever seen Orange is the New Black?
Property, behaving in a strange and unsettling way.
Thanks for making me a cat, Shadow. You love Oranges? I liked it up until, like, I think the last season, or whatever season where they, like, took over the prison. Spoilers, by the way. But they took over the prison, and then they had the opportunity to get everything they asked for. And because she was so angry, she, like, refused, and then they lost that opportunity entirely. That made me really mad. I still finished the show. But yeah, that made me so annoyed.
It was later revealed that the woman suffers from a severe form of sleepwalking, and for reasons no one can explain, she seems drawn specifically to Mandy's yard. In the footage, she can be heard making disturbing noises, growling, hiding as if someone is after her, approaching the front door, and whispering in an eerie voice, asking to be let inside.
Does she not live with family? I mean, if they know she has this disorder, don't they usually find ways to, like, keep her inside? You know what I mean? Or have someone that can watch her at night to make sure she doesn't, like, she could get hurt. She's sleepwalking. But also that would really annoy me. I do not like to be disturbed when I'm sleeping, and if she's knocking on the door growling and crap, nah. The heck?
Mandy has repeatedly asked her neighbor to either secure her home at night or seek medical help, but the issue has been ignored.
Call the cops. Call the cops every single freaking night.
She ran up through there and then
set the sprinklers to go off. That's what I would do. Maybe she'll be like a cat and she'll just run off as soon as the water hits her, you know? I'm the same. Don't bother me while I'm sleeping. Yeah, I hate to be I get very grumpy if I get woken up. Like, very grumpy. You think I'm sassy now? Nah. Like, my younger brother, my mom would send him to wake me up. And he used to refer to me as the bear because I was like growly. Like I'd just be in my room with it pitch black because I like it dark, like blackout curtains. So he'd have to knock on the door and then poke his head in and be like, sis, mom says it's time to wake up. And yeah, I just like hurl a pillow, scream at him to get out. He's bigger than I am. He still ran off. Yeah, don't wake me up unless you have something for me like Starbucks or a snack or something. That's the only way to soften it.
And then she came behind, behind that tree, and she ran.
Maybe she's Golem. Maybe.
It looked like she went either behind that shed with the garage door or between the two sheds, but I'm not 100% sure. I know she ran in this direction. However, it was so far away that I couldn't tell if she actually went behind and into the woods or if she just went down the driveway and onto the road.
She has also contacted the police multiple times.
Oh, okay, she has called the cops.
Nothing has changed, and the nightmare continues.
She could also try like calling news, posting it to like her local, I forget what it's called, like Nextdoor or something like that. There's like an app where you can talk to your neighbors. I don't like to talk to my neighbors because I'm an introvert, other than the occasional wave to be polite. But there's like apps, maybe posted on Facebook. I don't know. Maybe if she's embarrassed enough, she'll seek help or start locking her freaking door. It's time for your bed. Oh, you're right. It's 1 a.m. But then I have to leave you guys. Fine. You're right. I should go to bed. I'm enjoying myself though. But this is a long video. There's no way I'm going to finish it tonight. Oh, I'm not a cat. I lost my cat abilities because you're sending me to bed. Fine. You want me to be a responsible adult? Never sleep? Prince, I have to sleep if I'm going to work tomorrow. I have to sleep. I have to rest. So I'm not a grumpy person tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fine. I guess I'll this time go to sleep. Although I'm probably going to eat and play on my phone for a little bit, but then I'll go to bed, I swear. At some point, I will eventually get into my bed. Is what I'm saying. Is what I'm guaranteeing. All right. Thank you for the hug, Sai. Thank you for the good girl, Liv. Newest mod. You're in my Discord, Liv. I will add you to my mod channel as well in there. I wasn't bad. Hope you sleep on I won't sleep on the floor. I have a bed. I'm sleeping in my big, comfy bed with my pillows and my plushies. And my favorite blanket. It's my outro. It shouldn't be. Rude. All right, everybody. I hope you all have a good day and a good night. I hope you stay safe and healthy and awesome. And I hope I'll see you at my next stream, which will be on Friday. I don't remember what I'm doing for it, but I'll be here, and I hope you will be too. Good night, goodbye, goodbye. I'll catch y'all later. I'm gonna wave one more time. I don't think Vamp is here, but I hope he sees that later and it terrifies him. All right, everybody. Bye, bye, bye. Good night, good night.